start it tomorrow.
Welcome to another Isle of Misfit Rolls presents Gangs of Gotham. I am your commissioner or game master, Gray, and with me this evening I have.
Me, I'm John Hanson. I play Nathan Tranus. I'm a spider, so I'm pretty. I'm a lot smarter than real John is. I think things out, and I'm also a good talker. But how about that?
Hello, I am Erica. I play Renee Watt, who is the team's glitch, which is a variation on the Whisper that's just more tech based. And I'm totally not opening Roll20 right now. I already have everything open and ready to go.
Hi, I am Jenny. I play Maggie Nix Kyle. I am the lurk, which is basically just a reskinned sleuth.
I'm Adam. I'm
Like,
playing Cameron Kyle. I'm a hound, which means I'm good at tracking and shooting people. And he's also Catman, but no one talks about that. It's fine.
We talk about it all the time, to be fair.
That's very true.
yeah.
I'm Mike. I'm playing as Corbin West, the number one Catman fan club, and I'm playing as Zeus. This is alter ego slash heist mode thingamabob. And there's
The
something
code
else I
name.
was going to say. Yep, the code name. I'm playing as a cutter. According to this little tooltip there, it says I'm a dangerous and intimidating fighter. So take that for what you will.
So
Facts.
just in case anyone's aware, this is a hack for Blaze in the Dark by John Harper. The Gangs of Gotham is you can get it on itch.io. It was made by a fellow by the name of Airborne Ham, if I recall correctly. Anyways, we've made a few changes
Porky.
here and there, but not too many. But let us begin with the recap. So last episode, the our intrepid gang of Pandora's Box went to a game show called Gangs of Gotham, hosted by Bob Sajak, the apparent leader of the Joker's gang, as well as the game show host for a show called Rent the House. This is as for Gangs of Gotham, it was done after hours. Apparently, it was on the dark web, and they had invited a whole bunch of criminal gangs in Gotham to an event in which the prizes were things to help them in upcoming jobs. However, the stakes were extremely high, as both members of the Cleaners gang, as well as, if I recall correctly, the Street Demons. Am I right on that one?
So yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
uh, both groups, members of both groups ended up dying in that. And then, there was even a cameo appearance by the uh, Clown Prince of Crime, the Joker, who was apparently judging the game show. Anyways, so the party won. They got themselves a boat and they got themselves a fancy car because our gambling man Nate couldn't resist what was behind the secret prize door.
Could
So
have been a
yeah.
boat.
Well,
Not
and
only
he
that,
all he
The Joker
yeah.
gave me one of his
Yeah.
cards.
Oh, quite right. My bad. My
I
bad.
won big. I
He
won
won big.
Yeah.
big on that day.
And if we had I remember we left off. He had pressed the button in the car that was an ejector seat that
Oh
had sent him
yeah.
That
flying
is the
30
time of
feet
my
up into the
life.
air. And that's
Fuck.
when we left off last session. Am I correct on that one?
Yes.
Iconic ending scene. Very
Yeah.
picturesque.
So,
It's like one of
Nate.
those old movies where the the movie ends and it's
Mhm.
just a pause of me flying
Yeah,
out of
and
there,
it
going,
freeze frames with like this
I
yup.
assume the smoke spells out to be continued
Yeah.
as you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
each
yeah,
other
Sure.
in
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
vehicle.
yeah.
Sure. So we'll start
No, I
right
want the
there.
text to say he later died
So
or
Nate
something like
is
that.
in
they
this.
all later
Nate's
die.
30 feet up in the air in
This we
complete
find out
shock.
he's Kite Man's long lost brother.
Oh
Mhm.
my
And
god.
yeah, gravity is starting to give a tug as the chair that you are, or the seat that you are currently seated in and buckled into, starts plummeting towards the ground.
Mhm. Yep, I'm sure there will be some automatic parachute here. We're good.
Okay, So, who, if I recall correctly, who was in the Joker car with him? If I
It
recall,
was me. Renee was in the car. She pressed a
Renee.
button. Yeah, and she's taking a
Yeah.
picture of the buttons and she's starting to label them all.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was driving the van that we took.
Was the van behind or in front of the?
We were in front of.
Okay.
Were
I
we?
want to say,
I think
unless
so. I
was
think we were
Nick
definitely
driving like a hooligan?
It was a new
Probably.
sports
I just
car.
assumed that he would be
Yeah.
faster than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a sports car, I'm assuming he was on the
Okay,
high
so-
of all the wings.
So you're
like-
driving in the van, and while you're driving in the van, all of a sudden you hear almost like a gunshot go off, and you see Nate screaming as he goes propelled
Scream?
way
Yeah.
up into the air, only to come crashing down, and like the seat with him in it bounces off the ground with the impact. There was no parachute.
Goodness me.
I was just kind of waiting to see if you would actually kill me on that, so that's why I
Nah, I'm
never
not
looked
gonna
for a parachute.
Not gonna kill you on it.
You already took my ear on one bad roll, so let's see how I'm gonna test you to see how far you're gonna go on these.
No. It was just for comedic value. So
Wait, so you said the van was in front, so we're
no, you're behind
Coming
him.
off the road,
Oh, we're
trying
behind?
to not hit him.
You
okay.
witness this, and fortunately for Nate, it hits the the ground. When it hits the ground, it's seat first rather than face first, and so the back of the seat bounces a bit off of the ground, and he's a little disoriented as he's in the middle of the street in an ejected seat as the Joker car slowly comes to a slow crawl and then a stop because there's no one putting a foot on the gas anymore.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Renee, that was awesome! We have to do it again.
Car first, okay? Hold on.
I'm
So
on high right
the
now.
car is not in neutral or is still in drive, so it's kind of like slowly.
Oh, I mean,
inching along.
I'll put it into park.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so now that you've
Isn't that one
got
of those cool things where the steering wheel comes over to the passenger side after the first one's been automatically ejected?
that would be cool. I don't know if the Joker would do that, but you know what? We'll say, yeah, you can do that. You can slide it over to the passenger side. Why not?
Thank goodness, because otherwise we have to fix the car before we get anything in. It's my turn to drive. Let's go. There she was.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if they did all that, we'll just keep driving.
Okay.
He's
You
fine.
get back to your
We put the seat back in the car haphazardly because we have to reattach it and everything. So for now, you're kind of just sitting on the top back of it. Because I'm assuming I'm imagining a convertible, but I could be wrong.
It is a convertible.
Perfect.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
so
which,
just kind of sitting.
where are you
Where are we
gonna
gonna
put
put
the
it?
convertible? It's bright purple with green and yellow highlights. It's clearly got a grinning face on the grill.
I think they have a pretty good idea to leave this vehicle alone.
So the question, no, so you're bringing it back to the pizzeria, just to be clear.
Let's use our new storage place.
Your new storage place, okay.
Yeah.
We'll hide it inside. We'll throw a tarp over it. I'll put a blanket on it. No one will know.
Yeah.
A couple cardboard
Put a
boxes.
blanket on it.
Okay, so once you get the car put away and you make your way back to the lair, what is the plan of action? You now have a boat. You now have an extra car. What are you doing?
Okay, so we all remember the plan, right? We totally.
How many days do we have till the heist?
Yes.
A few days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, we can go over it tomorrow because it was kind of a busy night. Or do you guys want to review it now?
I would like Corbin's going to mention to Renee that we should probably rig up this car with an auto where she can drive it from her laptop.
Oh my goodness, that's super cool. Yeah, no, totally. Hold on.
That
Let me
way,
put it on my project list.
So we're putting that on your project list.
Yeah, I
So-
might make it my new project focus.
Make it an RC car.
Make
I'm
it
just
a
trying
big
to think
RC car.
if we need to pull a job somewhere, all of a sudden we just have maybe even put a cover or like a robotic Joker looking character that this thing could just start ripping up the streets and
Yeah. God.
take some heat and attention away from us as we, as a decoy.
Yeah. So like, I mean, like, I could do it after this job because like right now I've gotta
Won't
I
take
gotta
too long.
fix. I still have to fix Cameron's drone because someone basically smashed it out of the air, so I gotta fix it.
Yeah.
But like
A
that's like
remote
a
control
project.
Joker car.
That's like a night of work. It's totally fine.
No. And whenever we start the heist, that will magically reappear in my inventory. Do not worry about it.
Oh yeah, like no, I'll fix it tonight. This is not a big deal. I just haven't had time.
Yep.
Actually, I think I
Okay.
would have had time to fix it at this point. Anyway, regardless, it's a drone. The drone is back.
So, the plan. Hey, yo, Vic. That's me. That's me doing the Penguin from HBO. All right, the plan is, and I'm gonna let's do the stupid thing where we put the big fucking pieces of paper up on the board.
Ooh, no, so yeah, we have, yeah. So the board comes out, and everyone gets their little, like, neatly made little folders that have, like, the plan on them, and they're, like, this time they're, like, really nice, like, coral pinks and oranges, and everyone's got, like, their bits and bobs in it, and they've all been handed out, because...
I'm imagining there's like multiple
I'm putting
boards around.
thumbtacks in, getting the yarn,
thumbtacks are
twisting
in,
them
the yarns are
around.
in.
Yep.
Corbin goes to his board. He
Control
goes to
center.
turn it around to go to a fresh side, but it's like just a big whole thing of like a murder board. But it's like what's in Jimmy Johnny's secret sauce. I was like, what? Flip it back over.
All
Nobody
right.
saw that.
Wait,
Fancy
Jimmy
board.
John's or? Oh wait,
forgot
yeah,
what I
Jimmy
called it.
John's. Wait,
We made the big joke. Hold
Papa
on, what was it?
Gianni's.
Papa Gianni's was. All right.
Yes.
There
what
is
in Papa
also
Gianni's?
Jimmy John's pizza,
Yes.
according to Misfit lore.
Awful.
Jimmy John's Pizza.
All right. Here's the idea. We
It's
get
fast pizza, not good pizza.
fast or good or big.
Mm-hmm.
We have the boat now, right?
Yes.
Somebody has to sit in the water. A team's going to be up on the bridge, block off the bridge, or disable the truck via EMP. There was a couple options for that. Unload the truck as quick as possible, throw it over the edge of the bridge, rappel off the bridge if that's an available option, or run it for the people on the bridge. But basically, we're going to take the money and put it somewhere where they're not, which is in the water.
Yeah, we're gonna have I think Hecate
The
and
money on the boat.
Hermes.
The truck
Money's
in
on the boat.
water.
Yeah,
What
Money
now?
on the boat, truck in the water. Let's be very sure that
Even
we're
the
not
sky.
mixing those up on accident.
Money
The
in the
truck
boat.
doesn't go into the boat.
I mean,
The money
hopefully,
goes into the...
if we had to,
Hecate,
we could drive the
Hermes.
truck into the water to make it quicker.
We're on the boat. I thought the plan was.
The other three are up top.
Yeah.
Yes. What's the
Okay.
stat for boat driving?
What do you think of the
Same
stat with
as-
driving?
Consort, probably.
Yeah,
Consort.
talk to it. I mean, finesse is handling a vehicle or a mount, so probably finesse.
Probably.
Okay.
All right. So, just
Less
to be clear,
animated.
so Hecate and Hermes will be in the boat in the water. The rest of you will be in the van. Is that right?
Well, assaulting the bridge, like we're the
We'll be on
point,
the bridge.
stopping
Yeah,
their
they're gonna get,
truck
like, they're gonna like
and then throwing the
Yeah.
money off the bridge.
they're gonna get like a rental of some kind.
Okay. So, what is the plan to stop the truck, the van on the bridge, or the truck on the bridge?
Right, because
How
we're
are you
gonna make
gonna
a traffic
stop?
jam at one end of the bridge, right?
I remember.
I was thinking pretending to be a homeless dude with a spike strips in my little shopping cart, and then as they come along the bridge, I was going to toss out the spike strips. Start by throwing one out. They run over it. I quickly throw one behind it just in case they try to back up. It'll get them. And then as that happens, we were going to potentially descend upon this vehicle.
Well, I don't know if the pedestrians can get on the bridge though. Like, I think it's like just a cars.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't think you can walk.
It's
So-
not one that you would normally walk on. It doesn't have a sidewalk.
So like I think the spike trap thing like will totally work. It's just that like we need to be at Burnside, coming over the bridge on Burnside while they're coming this way, and then we need a traffic to stop both cars here, so that you can then get out and like do the spike traps. So the car can't even move even when things happen.
Yeah, all you got to
We
do
We could
is
be
For both
driving in
cars you
front of
beat.
them.
yeah, break a car down, fake a car breakdown in the middle of the bridge. Everyone's gonna stop. Simple.
There you go. Yeah, and then like
And we also have
get
spike
out
strips
and
and EMPs in case they try to take off. Simple.
yeah, and like we definitely want to use like the EMPs really quickly because like we don't want them to call for backup, and because that's not very good.
So, just to be clear, you're bringing a vehicle onto the bridge. You're faking a stall out or a breakdown to slow down traffic. As the truck gets to where that vehicle is, you're dropping spike traps at that point to catch it
Disable it.
and disable it. You're gonna EMP it so that they can't call for backup. Get into the truck, grab the money, toss it over the side of the bridge to the awaiting boat. Is that the plan?
The
Basically.
plan.
We'll probably
Uh,
actually just descend using our climbing gear, descend down to the boats, and that'll be our getaway, and then we'll the van.
Yeah, we can just
Okay.
leave this.
I mean,
truck
just get like a rental, just like
Yeah,
Rent
and then
a
we're gonna
car.
blow it up.
yeah, I don't know. Use a
I got
fake
it
name. Use like
closest.
or
temporary.
or 30 minutes before you just steal a car. Oh well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry,
we're just gonna
bud.
steal a van.
That will bring a little unneeded heat on.
Not when
Yeah.
it's blown up.
I mean, like, but we can't, like, we
No,
cannot,
that feels
we
like
don't
more
want to use our
heat.
van, you know?
Yeah.
It's a cold explosion. It's okay.
All right.
If I recall correctly, Nate can acquire like false documents or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a false
We'll-
identity.
vehicle and stuff like
Only
that.
for
We'll be able
heat.
to.
Yeah.
You're
So
gonna rent the car, then get out of it, and we'll drive it.
fair enough. All right. So that's the plan. You're just coordinating this. You're gathering everything you need for it. You're getting the van. You're planning out when, because you got a good idea as to when they leave the church's basement.
Yep.
So you're getting ready. You're getting your planned course of action. You're going, okay, so they'll leave the church's basement at this particular point. We're gonna have everything set up on the bridge, maybe a half an hour before then, maybe a little less,
Mhm.
just to make sure that like they can't coordinate another route
Yeah.
in time.
We're gonna time us getting on the bridge like a couple minutes before they are. We're actually going to have our mooks plan upon their route and who are going to communicate with us.
and you're coordinating with the Jokers so that they will hit multiple businesses
Yeah.
associated with the Sons of Batman, aka Bat Boys,
Mhm.
at the same time.
So they're
That's
already split.
and that's all. That's all the plan, right?
I believe so. And we have some
So-
secret stuff that we're not telling you, just in
So
case.
Yeah.
let us
Maybe some
fast forward.
flashbacks.
Shall we
We
fast
can't let the
forward to the
commissioner know.
event itself then?
Yeah, I
Okay.
imagine our mooks are all around like when they're doing like the Fast and Furious style races, where they're just like, "No cops here, clear to go."
Yeah.
Walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
You can
many
ha-
spike strips do we have?
You can
And-
have your what you call it? Since you have elite rooks and you also have skulks in your gang, you can have your skulks like just standing at street corners with like on their
Yeah.
phone,
Yeah.
like to coordinate with you to give
As
you an
they come
ETA
around.
when the van's showing up and
Yeah,
everything.
because if
right?
they're coming like
Mhm.
from the west side and we're getting on the east side, like we're gonna know that okay, yep, they're en route, so we can pull into traffic, get on the bridge, break
Okay.
down, and then that's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
So I'm gonna do excuse me, a heavy load, just because I'm gonna be on the boat. I'd rather have the chance to have extra stuff than not.
Oh yeah, I'm also it's full assault mode. I'm taking heavy load. I'm not playing around. Quick question though,
I'm in normal.
Renee, are you the one who has
Yep.
the EMP in your inventory? Because I don't have that option from what
Yep.
I'm looking at. So you can just give
I
me
do.
something from your inventory.
I'll trade you the drone
Oh.
for the EMP charge.
Well, hold
Yeah.
on. So Corbin just has EMP.
Oh, we got a backup.
True, we have.
Just
Oh my
saying.
god, what are we
EMP.
talking about? He is. So yeah, I'll give Corbin.
He's a walking EMP.
He is an EMP. You're right.
I want
So
backup.
so Corbin, I will give you 2 backup EMPs. But either if you gotta like recharge yourself or something, I don't know, or whatever.
I'm
just in case
planning
you need
the metal strips. The spike strip is metal.
'em.
I'm hoping to just roll
Oh.
it as they go over and hold on to it and just give it a whole fucking. thing, and I'm also
Short the whole
may or may not be
thing.
throwing a venom slapper on myself just as this is about to happen to get me
Okay.
fucking.
Juiced up,
So-
baby.
So during the course of the week, you go and you check out your new boat, right? That this entire operation is based on. It is
Oh,
one of
God.
these like small yachts, specifically designed for like the wealthy and affluent, right? It you spend those who are going to be operating it, which is Hecate and Hermes, spend the entire week just learning how to operate it because you have no idea how to drive a boat or
Couple
or
YouTube
anything like
videos and you're good.
Oh.
you're
Well, I'm a
basically
genius.
The
It's fine.
spinny thing is for steering. The side thing is for go or stop.
basically Hecate is busy looking up manuals and YouTube channels and trying to explain this to
Hermes.
Nate, who's probably put on like a sailor, like a captain's hat, and
Yeah.
says, "I'm the captain
Well,
now." Sort of deal.
absolutely.
Oh
It
my
also-
god, I look
If the hat came with the boat, I'm not going to
You-
not put it on.
He's
you look like a
100%
pirate, and I look
wearing.
like I'm in a. You look like a pirate. I look like I'm going to a yacht club. We are not going to the same place.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's 100% wearing a life vest in case he presses another eject button.
so
No, I'd
during the
be
course of the
having
week,
fun with
that's
that.
what they're doing. They're familiarizing themselves with the new with the boat, the yacht,
Yep.
so the operation will run smoothly. What are the other three of you doing for the course of the week?
Corporate plans,
So
probably.
yeah,
Running the
well-
business. Somebody still does have to do that eventually.
Okay.
Well, with the flash, because I have something that I want to do, but I don't know if it's cooler to do in a flashback.
It's probably if you have to ask that question, it's probably cooler to do in a flashback.
Yeah, save it for the
Okay.
flashback.
All right. Cool.
How about
Alright.
you, Adam?
Unless you're gonna
Anything?
let me relieve some stress, there's nothing else I gotta do.
If you want to relieve some stress, feel free.
Oh god, I need it so fucking bad. Yes. What is it? Just roll a d6.
You roll
M-
your
My lowest, which is a 1. Yeah.
yeah,
My resolve is 1, so I'll roll a resolve.
and whatever the total is determines how much stress you lose.
Yep. Which is good because I can't
If I was
go
with
over.
You, I could.
Nailed
I could
it.
Yeah,
handle this,
yeah, you
but-
nailed it. So you clear all your stress, and it didn't go over your stress because
Nope.
you have 6 points.
Because
of
I have
stress.
exactly 6, so we're perfect.
Yeah, so you're good. So nothing bad happens,
Oh,
which is good. All right.
So we're 2 questions. Number 1, going heavy, that doesn't make me slower or anything like that, right?
No.
Or does it?
It does.
Oh, it does.
So
Okay.
going heavy slows you down and makes it more difficult for you to sneak around.
you
Okay,
look
then I
super
will
conspicuous.
just be normal.
Okay.
I will not go.
Well, now you can do whatever you want, but I'm saying we're not going to be sneaking.
Well,
Mhm.
my heavy is 1 more item, and I don't actually.
You don't think you'll need it?
Another item?
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
So,
Your top
I don't-
stuff in the gray box, you automatically have. They don't count towards your load.
no, it's only the italic stuff. I thought.
Italic.
Italic stuff is the stuff that does not count towards your load.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think we agreed generally that the smartphone also doesn't count.
Yeah, I don't see any
Yeah.
reason why a smartphone would count. In a high-tech society, it makes no sense that you wouldn't have that on you.
Yeah, I've been assuming that our smartphone is our comms.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I've been having mine as an actual phone as well, but like
Oh, yeah.
it-
Well, it's
I
because you're in a
assume that the-
cafe talking like
Yeah.
this as opposed to like.
Yeah, the
Sometimes
basic
you do it on speakerphone in the middle of the cafe, and
Yeah,
everyone
they're
looks at you.
fine.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah. So anything. So just for context, anything that's on the sheet that is in italics or italic when you're looking at it, you don't need to worry about it. It's free. It doesn't require any weight. Just give me one moment, please.
No problem.
That's like most of the stuff in my. That's pretty much everything in my gray box at the top.
Oh, well, that's why.
Well,
Yeah,
only
I
half
don't
of
get
mine
hacking.
are.
Yeah, hacking gear doesn't count on a laptop, and a data drive all don't count for me.
Like several
get-
handguns, venom slappers, military restraints.
You get guns for free? Shit,
Yeah.
must be
Hey,
nice.
yo.
I get fine
I get-
lockpicks, advanced optics, corruption drive, smartphone, and documents.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Talking about
scary weapon
The
or
italic
tool.
stuff.
You did what? Yeah, whatever's italics.
Okay, I got find false identity, sharp injection, concealed pistol, and corruption drive.
Good shit. Good shit.
Nice.
All right. Sorry about that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So let's get to the night of the heist.
Whew.
You've members of your operation in your gang, the Skulks, tell you that they well, obviously, Erica's character, Hecate, even though she's on the boat, is monitoring
Oh, we're in
the.
heist mode, by the way, right?
Yes, you're in
Heist mode.
heist mode.
Heist
Switching it
mode.
over, baby.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
So Hecate is monitoring the situation
Oh,
at the church's basement, looking over the hidden camera that you installed. You could see the various members of what you up to this point have assumed are the Bat Boys coming in with bags, counting money, changing the bags over. Basically, they're making sure they have enough cash for whatever their plan is. Which, if you recall correctly, you've determined is buying guns
Yep.
and other heavy ordnance. All right.
And I
So
also, while that is happening, I will, once they leave, inform the strike team how many bags about there are. Because if whatever I can see them loading in, I can be like, there's at least this many, if not more.
so you prepare your operation like when they start loading the truck. You have a skulk in the area who says, "Yeah, boss." It's like they're on the move. They're packing right now and getting ready to go. And as their truck starts moving, you're getting reports in every so often. Everyone can hear it. Various members of your gang who you've situated along the route are telling you that confirming the presence of the van as it's making its way across like that part of town, which, if I recall correctly, is within Old Gotham. Yeah. All right.
Quick question.
So
Whenever they're
mhm,
reporting in, how many people are on the truck? I'm assuming two
uh,
drivers and
two
maybe someone in the
drivers,
back.
two in the back,
Two drivers,
two in the
so
front,
four
two in the
total.
back.
Okay.
All right. So they're driving along. They get to if a Dini Bridge, which is the bridge that you are setting up on. You started faking your as you hear that they're getting closer. That how that they've driven through the cauldron at this point. You start faking your van failure on the bridge, slowing down traffic, and they've just pulled onto the end of the bridge. They seem you can you're just waiting for them to get closer and closer.
Popping the
The
hood
te-
on the.
yeah, the tension is palpable as this. You can see the van slowly approaching because it's almost stop and go traffic on the on the bridge because you have gawkers who are slowing down as they approach your vehicle. Fortunately for you, no tow truck drivers have shown up or anything as of yet, so you're in luck there. And no police have stopped yet either, or any other.
Only been there a couple minutes, so.
Yeah, you've only been there a couple minutes. So yeah, you see the vehicle approaching. It starts slowly passing your van at this point, their truck, and I take it you're dropping your spikes.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my strikes right in front of his vehicle as he goes to drive over them.
Great. Make your rec roll for me.
I only have one in rack. This is one thing I want to start bumping up. We're gonna hit a roll. How do I roll again?
Oh, while he's rolling, I
Click
want to
the
mention
thing.
I do have the drone up so that Hermes and I can keep an eye on things as well, and so that Hermes can give the Jokers the signal to go when it's go time.
Is it one? If you have one thing in it, is it one die or two die?
It's one die.
Okay, I rolled a two.
You can spend stress if you want.
real quick, what was this roll for again?
This is a wreck roll because he's
spike strip.
throwing the
like the spike.
tire spikes out, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a thing of stress.
Yeah.
to push
And I would
myself.
like to be perched somewhere sort of hidden on the bridge for backup reasons.
Okay. So
It's a
make
3.
your it's a 3. All right. Well, it's not a 1.
It's not a 2.
It's not a 2. Give me 1 second here. It's not a 4 or a 5 either. So
I'm aware of all the numbers it's not, people. Thank you.
3? No, I'm just saying that you rolled better than the first one you rolled.
so you immediately go to throw the tire spikes out, and the driver is like clearly paying attention, like seems nervous and a bit jumpy as you go, aha, and you throw them out, and he suddenly comes to a complete stop right before the tires go over it. There's
That's
nowhere
pretty
for
good
him to
reminder.
go though. It's just that he stops right before the tire spikes because
Okay.
he can't back up because there's a vehicle behind him on the bridge, and he's like he's pointing to you, he's talking to the guy next to him, very heated,
Blast
as
him, blast him, blast him.
the guy beside him like picks up a shotgun
I'm
and
about
is
to take.
shouting.
I'm taking 2 things of stress, and I'm using not to be trifled with. I'm flipping the van over.
Oh,
They're beside me. I'm fucking dropping my shoulder. I'm grabbing it from the side of the fucking van, and I'm flipping it.
wow.
Yeah.
Meta humans,
says
baby.
Form a
Let's
feat.
Physical
go.
force that verges on superhuman.
All right.
You are superhuman too. Is the
And
good
you are,
this
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Make another. Let me think about this for a moment. How this is gonna pull off. 1 second.
Me and Renee are down on the river. I just hear a loud crash. I'm like, I'm glad he's on our side.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Are you also slapping the venom pack slapper?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll use
jeez.
my. I'm fucking like breaking this van in fucking half, and I'm hoping to not kill but severely injure everyone inside this van.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm pissed that I fucked that up. I'm slapping. It's removing some of my internal restraints. I'm fucking glistening with fucking bolts of electricity. I fucking grind to the side of this thing, grab it by the side of it, and just whoof.
Okay.
I'm not trying to
Let
throw
me-
it off. I'm not throwing the van off of the bridge.
Were you in disguise, by the way? Like in
I'm
your...
in my gear, yeah.
But,
Okay,
yeah,
good,
we're all
good.
we've got our
Just
masks.
making sure.
Hold on. I'm just doing I'm gonna do a secret roll for this, if that's okay with everybody.
Yeah, of course.
I just need to.
We don't have a choice. Do what you want, man.
I'm
Hey.
I'm actually against it.
You're
Yeah.
against me doing a secret roll.
I'm
Okay.
against.
And as I'm grabbing this van, I'm
secret
pumping
roll.
all my fucking EMP cybernetics right into this fucking thing. I'm blowing like
Mhm.
my
Okay.
TT RPG load in this thing. I'm fucking
Blowing the load.
pally
Do
load
you
going
want-
in this.
So do you want to open it at the same time?
If I can fucking crash this, like rip the side of this fucking thing off,
Okay,
Yeah,
so you watch
Feel it like an orange.
So to describe what's happening, you watch Corbin as like he takes the venom slapper out, slaps it to his arm. You can see like his veins start to like pulse on the side of his neck. But both
I imagine I have a spot on my
Artemis.
suit on my chest that I just fucking slap it onto a spot
Oh,
that
okay.
just
Better yet,
properly puts it right in.
so you see Artemis and Nyx sees him use the venom slapper. His veins start like straining as he grabs the side, like he just body checks into the side of the vehicle, causing it to slide a bit into the van that you are that you have stuck on the side of the bridge, and then he kind of just pushes it on over, like flips it over that van, and then he just grabs the back of the back door of their armored vehicle and just rips it right off its hinges, where there's a pair of disoriented mooks in the back who are just still struggling with the fact the vehicle just got flipped.
Yeah, they don't know up from down, down from up, left from right.
Yeah, they're just completely disoriented at this point. What are the three of you doing as they're trying to get their wits about them?
I'm looking at my the cat twins here.
Yeah, I was perched up somewhere, so I am going to get down, and if I have to, I will use my gymnast special ability to push myself and perform a feat of athletics that verges on the superhuman to just like boom, boom, boom,
Parkour.
boom, boom, get down there, parkour.
Okay, not even ask for a roll. You just, with extraordinary grace, almost near superhuman, you just kind of like slide down the cabling, leaping from one to another as you finally get to the ground, like as if it were nothing, like child's play. What's Artemis doing?
Artemis is kicking open the back door of the rented van because I hear the big commotion. I'm like, oh, it must have worked.
Yeah, you felt something slam into it, and you're wondering what the hell happened, and you kick open the door, you look outside, you see the armored vehicle that the armored truck that the Bat Boys were using has been flipped over. You see that Zeus has ripped the back door right off its hinges, and is looking at a pair of disoriented mooks in the back of it. You also see further back on the bridge two groups of what you assume are other members of the the Bat Boys getting out of their vehicles, having been following this truck.
Perfect.
There are a few cars back, but they're definitely
Throwing
getting
the
out of
doors
their
at
vehicles
them.
at this point.
Yeah, I
Doors
mean,
I've ripped off the back. The whole back of the van I've ripped off. I'm throwing it at the other
All
Bat
right.
Boys.
Make your skirmish roll.
yeah, Mike, throw some stuff, beat some dudes up.
How do I?
He's been waiting a while. Give him this.
No.
I'm trying to remember how I roll from the screen.
You click on the actual words, like click on skirmish.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there it is. Controlled, desperate.
Let's go with desperate for it, because you are throwing a armored car door a fair
Just the
distance.
vibe is right, you know?
Yeah.
No bonus dice, or do I get a bonus dice from the slapper?
You get a bonus die from the slapper. Nice. All right, so you chuck
That was a
the
6 for half a second.
you chuck the you take it, you chuck it like almost like a discus. It goes right through the windshield of one of these cars that the Bat Boys were in. Both of them having to abandon their weapons and just dive out of the vehicle instead of being decapitated.
And I
What's
grab as
Nick?
many bags as I can from the back of the truck, and I start making my way to the side of the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, and I help.
Yeah. So the two guys who are disoriented in the back are coming to their senses, see what's going on, and they're fumbling for their weapons at this point.
Perfect. So when I came out of the back of the van, he's in his Artemis outfit, not his other outfit. But
Man.
this is sort of like a Batman Arkham Knight, where all of a sudden it's like, oh, this dude got armor on, because I am wearing heavy armor. And so Cameron comes out in his heavy armor variant of his outfit with a fine long rifle. And I see those dude down there, and I'm taking kneecaps. Batman breaks backs. Catman takes kneecaps, baby. Fucking shooting these dudes right in the fucking knees. Let's go.
That's what they
Okay,
all say. That's what they all
Make,
say.
make your
Hunt.
make your yeah. For you, it's a hunt roll, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And I have a fine long rifle. That I guess it just makes it work better.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine.
Uh,
Give yourself
Doesn't
an
it
extra
give you an
die.
extra die? Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
take
if
an
it's
extra
fine,
die then.
yeah.
Bonus dice 1. 6, 2, 5. So 6 is the highest for new.
Nice.
6 for
So there's just
kneecaps.
a loud like gunfire echoing through the air as all of a sudden one of the
Artemis, don't
guys is
miss.
just screaming as he's clutching his knee, crumpled over in this flipped over armored truck, blood going everywhere. His associate sees what just happened and just like puts his hands up. He don't want anything to do with
Shoot
this.
that guy in the knees.
Okay, you shoot him in the knee too, right? Like he says, "Wait, bam, ah!" Like he's on the ground too.
Take no prisoners,
Um,
but all
yeah.
the kneecaps.
I'm buying
So
time, baby. It is
I
what
don't
it
get
is.
paid well enough for this. They don't offer me dental, and they're all running away.
yeah, like
Tell them.
The
Oh,
wo-
I'll have my balls. Hold on.
Where's your
the,
filter?
uh,
You have your shit balls.
I don't. Hold on. It's not working. Keep
So,
going.
as you're taking money and you're throwing it off the side of the bridge, towards the towards the boat, I take it.
Yeah, going towards the
Better
boat,
be.
getting the climbing gear, hooking the climbing gear, and we're descending down.
Okay, so as you're taking bags of money or whatever, and you're throwing it over the bridge, some of
Well,
them
no,
hit.
we have grappling hooks, so I would like to throw
Yeah, I'm
one
using my
down to
climbing
the
gear.
boat and then like have it go on the
Oh, okay. So you're
on the rope to the boat directly,
you're hooking the
Oh, that's
bags
really
the bags
smart.
of money onto the rope, so it
and they're
slides.
sliding down. Yeah.
Okay, that's really smart. That's a really good, because otherwise
Really
they'd end up.
Robin Hooding
Some of
it.
them would end up in the water.
I was gonna strap a
Um,
bunch to myself as well. I flipped over a car. A couple bags of money are gonna.
Yeah, you can do both. We can do both.
Yeah.
Can so Mike, can you make your prowess roll for me?
Yeah. Does the Venom Slapper help with prowess or no?
No, that would be like,
I fucking suck.
wow.
It's a 1-1-2.
I'm so sorry.
We can push ourselves to help him, right?
I think it's a little
Give
late
me a
now,
second
isn't it?
here.
I don't know.
Give me a moment here.
I think we have to do it before he rolls.
Give me a moment here. I'm just seeing here. Do you want to activate so you are being shot at by the Bat Boys who you threw the armored trucks
A part of Karat, yes.
door at. Do you want to do a flashback at this point, or are you just going to take the hit? 'Cause-
Flashback gives me another die or a re.
You could do a flashback saying, "Oh, by the way, I brought heavy armor to this," sort of deal, or something. Like
Oh,
that.
I figured I was gonna be checking a car, so I would I armor plated up. I took
Okay.
the old crust and I fucking made armor out of it.
In
Well,
fact, you can just
real-
mark it off.
You're
right now.
wearing pizza?
Hold on. If you're allowing a flashback here, can I use my foresight ability? Because that is a flashback ability.
Well, he doesn't actually need to use a flashback because he can just click on it on his items.
It's
right
just
now, 'cause
equipment.
he
Part
did
of his load.
Yeah, it's just part of his load. It takes two item slots though, right? To take the heavy armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, and it can soak 3. Okay. Give me a moment here. There. You have heavy armor, but not anymore. As you get shot twice, one in the shoulder, one in the gut, but you can just feel the ballistic weave of the heavy armor you're wearing take those hits for you, but you don't think it's gonna be able to take much more punishment.
Go! As I'm
So
human shielding. As you guys send the money down.
I want to
Sorry.
shoot them back.
Okay. You can definitely shoot them back.
Okay, I have a fine silenced handgun, and that uses
Skirmish.
skirmish. Oh, I don't have one of those, but fine adds a die, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Are you shooting from a distance?
No,
Yes,
I'm
she
like right
is.
there. Well,
Okay.
She's
how
next to you, but she's
Oh.
shooting at the Bat Boys who are not at the armored truck, but rather a few cars down.
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
Hunt.
those guys?
Yeah, they're down the road.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. I
Yeah,
thought it
so that's
was. I
Hunt.
can't. Yeah, I can't do those. I thought it was the guys that were in the flipped one.
Oh, those guys don't have
No,
kneecaps anymore.
They don't have kneecaps anymore. The driver is stuck behind an airbag at this point. The other guy is in no shape to do anything because he got
Imagine the
injured.
van's on its side, so
Yeah.
he's not getting out.
He's kind of pinned there, stuck there. So the only two that were able to in the armored truck that were able to do anything were the two in the back, and they
Okay.
both lost their kneecaps.
Okay.
Mhm.
They'll
No, I
live,
was
but
confused.
not
I
well.
thought that those were the ones that just popped out and shot.
No, the
Yeah, a
as I said,
handgun I can't.
Now, would there a flashback help us cover us as we escaped? Looking
what
at Jenny
did you have
specifically.
planned with the flashback?
I didn't have
Yeah.
a
What are you doing
flashback
with the
plan.
flashback?
So, flashback. I scoped out the bridge to determine weak spots and planted explosives just in case.
On the bridge?
Yes.
And you thought me blowing up the car was fucking too flashy, bringing the heat.
Okay, so are you getting off the bridge? Are you sliding down sliding it down, and then you're pressing the button?
Guys,
on the
am
boat now.
I blowing this bridge?
Well, no, don't blow the
I'm
bridge
on-
up.
I'm-
I thought you were gonna like blow the
descending.
car up.
I just want
Oh.
to remind you, you are on the bridge.
Yes,
And
I
we
am
are under
descending.
the
there are
bridge.
people on the bridge.
I
We
mean,
need to go under the
after.
bridge.
Okay. Well,
can
then
do to cover our
flashback
escape,
that
though.
flashback.
Yeah.
Flashback.
Yeah.
I use my flashback to anti-flashback. You're
What you could do is put explosives on, like, it
On
looks like
the-
On the
the
car,
picture
from on the
behind
truck.
John. There's those metal wires that
Oh.
the hangs on. You could have 3 or 4 of those. Well, it's not gonna take down the bridge, but it'll at least drop the metal wiring there and causing commotion. And people are gonna need to get rescued. They're gonna need to rescue the people chasing up.
Those are there for
Okay.
support. If you take away the support, the bridge will collapse, won't it?
Some of them. Strategic. She said she scouted it.
Okay, all right.
I strategically placed some explosives to help aid in our escape. How is that? Better phrasing.
Very good.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Something blows up.
So they're more flashbang, smoke, and what have you. You're causing distractions rather than
Okay, cool.
actual destruction, which makes sense. So the three of you are shimmying down sliding down these ropes towards the yacht that's down below. As you got some bat boys who are kind of trying to look over the bridge, taking pot shots, but you're too far away at this point.
I'll pop off some just as like a blah blah blah, like
Cover
not
fire.
trying to hit. Yeah.
The bridge is covered in smoke from various smoke grenades and flashbangs going off from your detonation. You get down to the yacht. Who is driving the yacht?
Me.
Yacht master.
Yeah,
Yacht master? The captain?
The one wearing the hat.
He's got the hat
The
on.
one who he
I've got the hat.
did the thing.
All right.
Yacht
So
Master Nate.
so yeah, make a finesse roll for me.
Okay.
He's like, no.
You need some help?
You gotta roll better than me.
I refuse. I am going to push myself here.
Push it real
Uh,
good.
I'm guessing
he's
it's
playing
whiskey.
boats and hose, and he's on his way.
If you want
This
some
is-
help, I can help you.
This is definitely a
Big one.
desperate roll. Or risky, I should say. Risky. Yes, risky.
So, did you want some help? Additional, or are you just gonna push yourself?
Yeah, I'll just push myself. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm not a very stressed out person. 5.
So
Okay.
yeah, you start steering, like put the boat into reverse. It's starting to back up as you're turning the wheels as much as you can.
You
It
didn't
starts
even have the boat in the right direction. What kind of getaway driver are
So it's starting to turn
We'll
around.
just go either way. It's fine.
Where are you taking the boat at this point?
You know?
Flashback.
We should have.
Hey,
Flashback
flashback to when we're planning.
We're going after this.
Flashback to see the like notebook of like the plan, and basically at the harbor we have pre-parked our van, our
real
van, not
van.
our rental van, so we could essentially we have goons in that to stash the money in, so
Yeah,
that
hey-
we can take it back and away.
Greg, can you bring
so-
up the map of Gotham? I just want to get
Yeah.
a quick look at what the harbor or what the waterways and stuff look like.
Absolutely. There you go. So the yacht originally comes from Burnley,
Mhm.
right? The docks on the Maigani Channel. near the Trigate Bridge. You are currently situated down in Old Gotham near the Dini Bridge. There are some docks near the green spaces, which are mostly parkland and what have you, on the near side of the bridge. But that's really close to where the Bat Boys are. So
So probably Dixon Docks in.
Dixon docks could work in Somerset.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Where is the dock that we're keeping our boat?
The boat was initially moored at the docks up in Burnley. Right up here.
Burnley.
Right up here. Near the channel.
Yeah, so like North Gotham.
We
I
could
mean,
go
that seems
there.
like a far enough way.
And
The
here are
issue
the
is that
ones
we
we're
also
looking
have our
at.
base in Old Gotham. Yeah, I feel like the Dixon docks.
Then we can
Unless
just take
we
the little
really-
bridge down and get back to our place.
Oh, that's the thing is, if we get far enough away, no one's after us.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah.
time.
Wait,
If
so
to be fair, taking it up to Burnley, like I think taking it to Burnley might actually be like the kind of a good move because like then we have all of this space to like lose anybody who like finds
Yeah.
us, but it also means
That's
we're
what I'm
out and
saying.
about a little faster. So we could literally have another car swap if we wanted. So we
Yep.
can like put the money in like the Joker car initially, and then like take it down to our van somewhere in Somerset, and then like get it down and send the Joker car off somewhere else.
So just to be clear, you're planning on bringing it up to Dixon docks near Chinatown, right?
No, I think we take it to
We should go to
the
Burnley.
ones up in Burnley.
Yeah,
Just to give us more
We're gonna
space
load the
between us and
money
them.
into someone's driving the Joker car. We're gonna drive the Joker car into Somerset where we have hidden our nondescript van.
Okay.
Probably somewhere not in Robertson Park. Actually, I probably Renee probably suggest Robinson Park. And then have that be somewhere we've hidden our nondescript van. Move the money into that. Send the Joker car driving off somewhere else for the night. Lose whoever
Okay.
ends up following us, and then
So
I like it.
sounds good. The Joker car can only hold 2 people.
yeah, it only needs to hold one person. So we're gonna stay. I don't know. We all don't have to get into any of these vans. Like we can just like stay in the boat and
Yeah.
take the boat again to even go on a night trip around Gotham. We'll take it all the way back up to literally we'll go around the Gotham Islands all the way back to the same dock if we want to.
Fair enough. It's probably not a good idea to be anywhere near the Cauldron or Old Gotham right now, considering how many businesses are being hit by the Joker's gang.
That's right.
Yeah,
There is gang
unfortunately, that's
warfare
also
right
where
now.
our
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where our house is.
Yeah.
They know not to fuck with our pizza place.
I hope
So you make your way up to Burnley, where the yacht was originally moored.
I
And
assume we're riding with like minimal lights. So that way
once
we're
we
not
have it,
seen,
we're in dark.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like just like my laptop glow, and that's about it.
okay.
So yeah,
So
we're making our thing. We're just gonna disappear off into the night. We don't look back at explosions.
okay.
We're
And-
cool.
Pass underneath Trigate Bridge. You make your way into the channel. You moor your yacht at the docks. You proceed to get off the yacht and unload the money into what is it? The Joker car?
We can just
So-
do another nondescript van.
That's true. Yeah, we've rented another van.
Okay, so
Yeah.
between the Joker car and the van, one of your rooks drove the Joker car for you. You load everything up. You start driving through Burnley. You make your way through Gotham Heights through into Somerset.
Before we do that, I'm gonna ask while we're on the boat, I want Renee to run a just do a scan of the bags to make sure there's no trackers in them.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I have a tech thing that can do that.
It's called an
Do you have tech thing
EMP.
that can do that?
Put them in a lead box with an EMP charge. You're done.
Yeah. I don't have anything specifically that can like detect electronics.
Make
I
an
mean,
interface.
unless I have.
Make an interface roll if you're sweeping the bags.
Yeah, I assume I'm just like doing. Is it controlled because we're saying we're safe? Standard effect. No, no bonus die. I can't see what I rolled.
4.
And a
Four.
4.
4 is the highest.
That's a success.
So yeah, sweeping through the bags, you actually find not find in one of the side pockets of one of the duffel bags a really sophisticated tracker.
Is it as sophisticated as the last one that we saw? That was under the truck that we threw away?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh, God damn
Throw it
it!
into the river.
I'll take it.
So as we're driving,
Oh, go ahead,
if
Mark.
we pass by another boat, whapa,
Yeah.
You're just dropping it off on another boat in the docks. Gotcha.
or if we see another vehicle, something moving, and either a boat that's still on the water, or we're gonna toss it. Somebody's pulling their boat out of the water. We're gonna put it on someone's vehicle. If we see a pizza delivery guy there, toss his onto
Yeah,
Papa
Papa
Gianni's delivery car, and he's taking
Delivery
this fucking
boat.
thing, taking this thing for a fucking in Burnley. It's it's
Okay.
fancy pizza.
So yeah, you're driving through Somerset after getting rid of the tracker. You make your way to the bridges along the Finger River, and you can see multiple squad cars from the Gotham City Police Department slowing down traffic and trying to reroute it from the bridges. The rain is drizzling down. It's dark. As you approach, there's a older police officer in a like wearing like a Gotham City Police Department like one of their like raincoat hoodies.
Mhm.
Like he leans into the like he leans into the van because I assume the moment you see this Gotham police that Joker car is turning around and going somewhere else.
Yeah, it's
And
probably going and speeding off and causing another distraction again for like the
Yeah.
police
Yeah.
here.
That's
Who's like
just a
Joker's vehicle.
distraction.
Blah.
so like he shines his flashlight in, says, "Sorry, folks, you trying to head into Old Gotham right now?"
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
who's driving the car and who's in the front seat? I'm assuming those are the two, and everybody else is in the back.
I was gonna say it'd be you and me because we're the only ones that weren't
yeah.
on the bridge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'll be.
You're there. So he's like shining the light right into your eyes, and he says, you're trying to head into Old Gotham right now?"
Yeah, we're just trying to get home. It's been a long day,
He
and I
kind of like
gotta tell
lowers
you,
the flashlight a little. Like he
thank
says,
you.
"Sorry, you live there?"
Do we live there? Hold on.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
That's what our hideout. That's where our hideout. Our hideout's in the. Unfortunately, we're in the cauldron, which is exactly where everything is going wrong.
Okay. Yeah, we've been at work all day, and I think it's just time to go home.
Yeah. So you might want to go like to a cafe or something like that, and just like have a coffee or something here in Somerset. It's a real mess in Old Gotham right now. Like,
Oh, another
eh,
day in Gotham. You know what they say, buddy?
well, there's like been like shootings and like several businesses have been bombed at this point. It's a real mess. We're trying to clean it up. We're trying to divert traffic, civilian traffic, away from Old Gotham at this point, just because we don't want civilians to inadvertently get in the middle of the crossfire.
Well, I appreciate your concern, officer. I will be sure to go get that coffee, and then we will
Yeah,
maybe we'll find a hotel or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say like we'll just
thanks.
switch places or something.
If you do want to drive into Old Gotham, take we'd ask you to take one of the bridges near Morrison Harbor. Not here. This is where like all the like just south of us is where all the fighting's go or the all that stuff's going on. He kind of sighs a bit and says, "Listen, it's like if you want to go, you can go, but just go straight home. Stay indoors. Don't go out on the streets."
You know what? That's exactly what we will do. Thank you, officer.
I love my bed.
Mm.
All right. So he make us let's see since Nate's in the front, Nate, you can make for me a let's see make a sway roll for me.
Okay. 1 second.
That's your jam, right?
Yeah.
No, his is
Well,
consort.
consort is the jam, but
I'm sure it'll be
Really?
fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good roll. It's always a good roll. Do.
There you go.
That's a 4.
Yeah, so he waves you through. So you can drive across the bridge slowly if you really want to,
Mhm.
because there's multiple. Like I said, there's multiple police on the bridge. But he realizing that you actually live in Old Gotham, and you want to go home.
So after we get through
He
there, I'm gonna
If we
pull my
want,
phone.
if we
Hmm?
want, I could like also like show him my fake ID, like with a completely fabricated address and everything.
Somewhere in the cauldron, yeah.
Yeah,
That probably would have helped with the sway roll before we
Probably.
did it. Anyway, we got what we
Yeah.
wanted.
yeah.
Okay.
It worked.
Let me just roll a.
While you're doing that, Corbin's gonna pull out his phone and make a phone call to the pizzeria. He's calling Eiffel Tower Pizza, and he's just like ordering a Mount Olympus special for pickup, which is
Hell yeah.
code for give us a status report of what's going on.
Um.
God, I was really hoping we would get a pizza started. I am starving.
Ooh. Psst, psst.
Can you ask him to also like start like a extra large pep for us?
Renee, we're all
Who's
in the
in the-
van. You don't have to use the communicator.
Everyone's in the van. Who's in? Who
I
are the,
get to do
who
what
are
I
the
want. It's so
who are
fun.
the two people in the front seat?
It's
those
me.
And
It's
Hecate.
it's Nate and Hecate.
All right, Nate, Hecate, both make prowl rolls for me.
Prowl
okay.
roll. I don't even know if I can. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
I
a
am.
that's a big old 0. So this is
Oh,
gonna
I
be
do
Okay.
have. I have one prowl. Hold on.
All right,
Controlled.
controlled.
4 and 4. Let's go.
Hey, the
So,
lowest one, John.
Yeah,
course.
that's
Four.
what I'm saying.
all right, all right.
Four's all
So,
around.
you're
Feeling
driving by.
good.
As you're driving slowly across the bridge, as you're driving slowly across the bridge, you drive past a large armored police vehicle, probably a mobile command center of some sort or another. And at the last moment, like you turn away from the like you're driving and you just you turn like you're talking to Renee, because you see you see an acquaintance of yours drinking coffee with like underneath an umbrella outside, as you see Harvey Bullock like out there drinking and he doesn't see you, but the two of you see him as you slowly drive past him.
We haven't talked to him this whole game.
Yeah,
We
don't
talked
need
to him in the beginning. He gave us like our whole bunch of stuff in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one that set us on this path.
So
You could
yeah,
say.
Maybe
He's
not
the
asking
since
them-
filming.
asking about the pizzeria, like you probably get the girl at the front desk. I'm trying to remember her name. Does anyone remember her name, or are we just coming up with
The
new
girl that.
names?
Oh God, I can't
And,
remember.
Mary?
I don't know,
Amanda?
Jimmy
Or
Hart,
Kelly?
the heart of the operation.
Kelly. It's
So we'll go
Kelly.
with
Kelly's our cashier.
Kelly?
Kelly Kowski.
So Kelly
Kelly.
says there's a lot going on the street. We've heard a lot of like explosions and gunshots. Do you want to send people home, or do you want to stop deliveries this evening? Like there's on the
Oh, God,
like
this is this.
there are reports on from the Gotham City Police Department. We're going to stay indoors.
Hand out the leftover
Yeah.
pizza to the remaining staff to bring home to their families, and then shut her down.
I mean, tell them
Okay.
also that they
Wait.
maybe they should also have the option to stay like down in the pizzeria
Yeah.
itself for the night until
If
it's
you
safe.
feel safe going home, if not, lock her down and hunker up, and then turn on Renee's security system.
Okay.
Lock the doors. Put the curtains
It's
or
Gotham.
blinders.
There's like fucking metal bars
Yeah.
everywhere. Like,
Yeah, that thing. Yeah. Turn off the lights.
Hide back in the kitchen, etc., etc.
feel
Okay.
free to eat whatever you want. And then he kind of like whispers his phone, but don't be a pig. We need those ingredients for tomorrow. Feel
So
free to start tomorrow's prep.
Overtime pay, baby.
so you drive slowly through old Gotham, making your way towards the cauldron. You can hear gunshots in the distance. You can hear explosions. As you're driving through slowly, you can even see like members of the Joker's gang out in full force, like like throwing bricks through the windows of various businesses, and just being a public nuisance in general. There are too many of them on the street for the Gotham City Police Department to be dealing with at this point, as they're just causing just sheer pandemonium. Clearly, they don't want any correlation between the Bat Boy businesses that they're hitting at the same time that
Or
they're
they're hitting some
hit,
other innocent.
yeah. So,
Mhm.
mm. Surprisingly, everything is quiet around your pizzeria.
Okay.
It's
Hermes.
almost as if like a few block radius around it has been designated like
Face
as
them.
sacred ground or something like that, because there's no Joker's presence in the area, like none of the gang's presence is in the area. There's been no break-ins to the nearby businesses, no vandalism or whatsoever. Like, you get within 4 blocks of your pizzeria and that is what's going on.
I
It's
guess you
Hermes,
could say we
eerie
got
calm.
really lucky.
send out a text to your contact. Tell them to get them the boys in purple to wrap it up for the night.
Do we need to?
I mean, they can keep going.
I feel like this is no longer. We're out of this now. They
Yeah.
can do
Yeah.
whatever they want for the
You
rest of
were
the night,
you
as long as they
specific
don't hit us.
you
Are we supposed to?
specifically asked them, asked Big J as well as Bob Sajak. You specifically asked them not to mess with your
Mhm.
place, if you
Yeah.
recall, like
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
around
we
that
are.
area. You didn't tell them don't mess with the pizzeria. You said within these blocks of the cauldron,
Yeah.
that's our turf, right?
And
So
go
Yeah.
extra hard on all the Papa Gianni chains in the area.
I I will send him a message letting him know everything went off without a
done.
hitch. We're good. I can't remember what was their end of the bargain. It was just that they could sell bliss in our area, right?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, so I will
Yeah.
just say our end of the
Your
how am
end
I
is
gonna word
done.
this? Both our end is done.
Well,
We will honor the agreement, something along those lines.
As long as they've done what they're supposed to and taken out the
Yeah.
Bat Boys. So essentially, I think it was we get the turf, but they can operate and
And the Bat Boys are
fill
gone.
the power vacuum that is being opened by the Bat Boys not being there.
Mm-hmm.
for the bliss trade.
well,
Yeah.
well,
Because
because
we're
the
not
Bat
like a front-facing gang. We are in the
No, we're
shadows
not.
gang. So it's like, as far as everyone
So-
knows, we
We're-
don't exist.
so
We're just
the
a
Bat
regular human pizza parlor.
the
But
Bat
we're keeping
Boys
the
are
money,
trying to
right?
take the bliss off of the
Yeah.
the streets.
Well,
So
that's what I'm
now,
saying is we're keeping
yeah.
all of the money. We're not giving any to the Jokers, I don't think.
No.
Oh, they
We
didn't care about this
No,
money.
yeah,
that
the money
agreement.
is ours, and they just get to now do trade. And they get to make money through business.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
We would
because
look
the- we're not
the
good
other
guys.
way.
because the
That's right.
Jokers were in like were rivals of the Bat Boys, because the Bat Boys were trying to eliminate the bliss trade from the area. The Jokers wanted more of the bliss trade in the area,
Mhm.
That's right.
and
I remember 5% because I was trying
Oh,
to
yeah,
argue
that's
for
right.
10,
it was
Oh.
negotiating
but it was
for
only 5.
it was
We
for
get a
them
cut.
to sell drugs in the cauldron, like sell
Yeah.
So we get
sell
some
bliss
of
and all.
that.
We
Yeah,
You
get
get a little
5% of their bliss
So we get
money.
all of this money and 5% of their sales.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
in the
I'm good
cauldron,
with
yeah.
that.
Okay.
No, not just a cauldron. When I made the deal with them, I said 5% of your bliss trade.
Mike got him on that fine print.
Here's the
We'll
thing.
see how that holds up.
Yeah,
All right.
well, we could try.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get back to your pizzeria. The lights are off. The metal caging is down. Most of the businesses in the area are completely shut.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be out on the street. The streets are empty in this area, even though it's safe, because nobody wants to be on the streets with
No one
this
knows that it's
Yeah,
safe.
they don't
rioting.
know it's safe.
Exactly. So yeah, you pull up to the back of the business and you start unloading duffel bag after duffel bag of money. There's at least 100 grand here.
Woo! Let's go.
Let's go.
Think of the pizza oven we can buy with that, folks.
We just bought a new pizza oven. Corbin,
We can get another one.
no.
In terms of
Corbin,
game
do you wanna know what that
mechanics,
actually is?
yeah, how much
That's
coin?
franchising money, baby.
Oh my god, franchises. How much coin, or is that a thing we're even tracking?
I'll make the adjustment on the
Yeah.
Pandora's box. Where is coin again? It's heat.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So like we each have coin, and then there's coin.
There's
on
gang
the
coin.
thing.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna throw. So upon crew advance, each gets their stash. So no, wrong thing. My bad. So, boop. So we'll put one coin in the gang, and everyone can have a coin as well
Hoot.
Woo. Where's the
for their
coin?
money.
Where's the
Yeah,
coin?
right
It's
by you,
underneath your next to your harm
Ah,
box.
aha.
to the right of Harm, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So you just click one box.
Yeah, click one coin.
Also, now, like since we're dealing with stuff on the gang character sheet, you have some choices. You can expand into one territory of your choice. You can either expand into turf or one of the other four. We have loyal fence, informants, or covert drops.
What does turf get? Oh, that just makes our rep
Turf
bigger,
is just
right?
like a blank slate, right? You don't get any advantages for it, but for example, you need to grab the turf if you
want
want
to get to that other one.
grab
Yeah.
the underground casino, for example.
Okay. We do a lot of
Oh.
burglary or robbery or espionage. We should probably take fence or covert drops because those are the jobs we do, and we get +2 coin for those jobs now.
But
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
also gonna say we could just do informants, because that will give us more info for our stuff, and then we can expand that next time into infirmary where we can get better healing.
That's true. I think any of them would honestly be fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we are 5 people, which means it's voting time.
Voting
right.
time, folks. So let's start with loyal fence. Anyone? Oh, you get one vote. Anyone for loyal fence?
Well, one question before we decide on that, because loyal fence and covert drop kind of give you similar stuff. Are we trying to get a dive bar, underground casino, or a drug den and like, which way are we trying to
We haven't
go
talked
more
about it yet.
towards?
Yeah, so I guess, hey, what's up? It's time for us to do a whole bunch of stuffs, of background stuff. So yeah, what do we want to do?
Flashback.
Flashback. It's us sitting and being like, so like, what are we
What's
gonna
your
do once we
goals?
have this
Back to our
money?
mission statement.
All right, guys. So like, everyone sit
Flashback to
down
the first
and
day
like,
we moved into the.
We're like
the
4
pizzeria.
pizzas deep, about 6 or 7 beers.
everyone
And-
grab your Pinterest
So,
accounts
and you're
like make your
discussing
vision boards.
where you're going to expand into the territory of the bad boys. So you could get some covert, like you're looking at covert drops. You those covert drops could easily take place at the docks, either at the Dixon docks or the ones where the yacht is. Could do some covert drops there. Informants, you could clearly get some associates in the Jokers that would be willing to talk, like inform you as to what's going on in their criminal enterprises as well as other places in the city. The loyal fence, maybe you're taking over a pawn shop or something like that that used to be controlled by the Bat Boys. Turf, it can be anywhere within their territory, sort of deal. Choice is
So
yours.
do we? So then, if we want to get infirmary, then informants is the way to go, and then we can pop up to somewhere else, or even go into a drug den, considering that we're kind of assisting in bliss trade
Yeah,
right
dealing
now.
with drug stuff. Yeah, it's true.
So informants would be good for that. I can see Nate pushing for us to in character to just go push for a casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In character, yes.
Yeah,
But
in character that sounds like, and then we could also again run dive bar, but I'm assuming we could change dive bar into just like again the franchising joke, but make it
Mhm.
real
Mhm.
for a later
Quick question
grab.
for you. The
Mhm.
+2 coin, is that +2 coin to those jobs or +2 coin just one time right now?
It's +2 when you do those jobs. Those
Okay.
particular
Do we plan on
operations.
doing more burglary or robbery, or are we more espionage and
Yeah,
sabotage?
that's the thing. I don't feel like burglaries. I mean, we did it today.
But I think all the
I
other
don't
ones were
feel like-
espionage or sabotage,
Yeah.
right?
Is your
I
That's
feel
kind
like
of.
yeah,
I think
the other
covert drops
side.
is more our jam, or informants.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
information is our.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I think at this particular point in the game, we have been trying to do a lot to gather information before,
Mhm.
like in our planning stages before we, do a heist.
Also, if
And
we
that says 1D to gather. So if I'm like if Nate's trying to like, I don't know, set up in something somewhere, does he get like an extra thing for that if it's related to a specific score? If I'm scoping out a place,
Mhm.
Yeah, I think anything
I
we're
we're
get an
about to
doing
do a
extra
job.
die to
Yeah.
scope
to
out.
do the job, we get an extra die.
I think
Which
that
is
might
huge.
be maybe more helpful right now than coin because
we
Yeah.
don't have anything to use it on.
All right. So I think we kind of
So-
think. So you redo the vote, Gray. Sorry for interrupting.
Sorry. So I assume nobody wants the turf.
No.
Covert drops.
I'll put my hand up just cause.
Yeah.
Alright. Loyal fence. So I take it informants.
We're gonna do
Informants.
informants.
Informants,
so
Yeah.
what do we want that to be skinned as?
the Joker guys, they're our buddies now.
Yeah, we got made some friends in the Jokers while like
Yep.
setting up all these this like whole job
Okay.
thing. All of
Pretty
us
much.
basically kind of made a friend.
They're a new contact for us.
Or-
How about that?
Not to
Or-
mention, if the Bat Boys are now defunct, there's probably some people now looking for new employment.
We
Yeah.
don't know
There would
the
also
fate of the
be.
Bat Boy.
There's also businesses in Old Gotham that were probably paying protection to the
Bat Boys.
to the
Bat
Bat
Boys?
Boys who will need protection from a different gang.
See, that's what I was saying. We do the franchise that we're talking about, and people can call in with specialty orders that are really code for, hey, I saw such and such going
The
down.
Mount
like-
Olympus
Do
special.
we have
yes.
the resources for that though? I don't know.
I
if
don't
we
know.
do.
We're getting there.
We could just take over a Papagiani's that was exploded last night.
I'm
Like,
also I'm also adding to the gang one dot and carriage, which is car now, right?
Oh yeah,
Obviously.
because we have this Joker card.
wait.
Let's
So
go.
I have an actually good idea for informants.
Mm-hmm.
What if we take over the church that we initially infiltrated? People come in for
Where
confessional
the money came from. Yeah, that's
to
not
give us
bad. I like that.
information.
So
Who's gonna
I've
wear the priest
I've given
collar and
you
gun?
Jimmy
a
Hart.
boat.
Oh, and a boat. Let's go.
Yeah, because you've actually got those in game
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
And so I'm just gonna add them to the layer because I feel generous at this
Heck
point.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I thought that he was gonna take the boat back. I'll take
No.
it.
Yeah, I did too.
We won
I thought
that.
it was gonna explode or
That's my
something
boat.
somewhere.
No, that's my boat.
Uh-huh.
That one wasn't from the Joker. That was from the Scarecrow wannabe.
Yeah, that's
That was
Bob
from the
Sajak.
Joker's gang. Yeah.
So when we get back, and after all the money's offloaded, I'm gonna give my hands a really, really good clean. Wipe some of the blood off myself from my bullet wounds.
Mhm.
I'm then gonna start making some pizzas because we got a hungry party here.
Pizza.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we're-
Okay.
In other
We're
words,
eating like
I'm doing my
kings.
vice.
All right. So
Mm.
I take it. My screen keeps on blanking out because I need to get that green screen in the background. I am really sorry about that. So
You have to look at the mess of my apartment behind me. What do you mean?
yeah,
And
that's
the
what
man.
that's what I don't want is the mess in the background. With that said, I take
you
it
could-
the
you could
operation
pet
is
Batman.
complete at this point. You're
Just to double check, we didn't while emptying the bags, we didn't find any other trackers, did we?
no,
Or anything
you did
else
not.
while you went through? Okay, good.
You did not find any more trackers,
Perfect.
though.
Are the
you were
bills all
cur-
sequential?
No,
or it's like random money.
They tried to put it into like they
Like
rubber
bundles?
banded like the hundreds and the 20s, but everything else seems pretty loose.
And all not to mention a bunch of shit's probably been jostled from a van flipping over.
Yeah. So right now I'm switching you over to -3 with the Bat Boys. They're currently like theoretically, if they ever manage to rebuild
We're
their
at war.
organization, you'll be at war immediately.
Yeah.
But right now they
That
have
makes
too
sense.
much to deal with
We did nothing.
They
Hey,
don't
We're
they
at
know.
war with the
us.
Jokers.
they are at war with the Jokers right now, which is part of the reason why they can't be at war with you. But
And
also
Batman.
also their faction is like become
On the
rather
brink of death.
unstable at this point, to say the very least, because they've been hit so hard. So they may eventually actually leave the factions of Gotham.
Let's go.
List.
We vanquished the Batboy.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Gang Vanquish appears.
We get 'em
Quick,
back.
quick rest of play.
I can always add a different gang or something like that in their place
Mhm.
if they get completely wiped out.
Batboys.
All right, so your
Squirrel
operation is
friends.
over. I
Woo.
take it you're gonna do downtime activities once things settle a little. Is that right?
I'm going straight
Yeah.
into it. I got hungry people here.
Okay, so if people want to do downtime activities, they can do their downtime activities now.
Okay, so
You want to
how
switch over to
many
the
do
clocks
we
for us, just in
get
case that
again?
is one of them. You get two, because
Yeah,
it's
two.
actual downtime, so we get two things.
Yes.
And can't you spend a
And this-
coin to do a third? Am I crazy?
Yes, you can.
See,
You
I'm not
have the
using-
money.
I'm not using
Like
my
for
coins
example,
that.
Nate can say, "I'm gambling," and like
Literally
spends
spending
that
your
coin
money.
to go to
Look
the
at
racetrack.
you. Look at you reading my mind.
And we can do the downtime for our pizza clocks without it going against us, right? Because I don't have any stress or trauma.
You can try to
Work on like a
other
side
stuff.
project.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
work on your side projects. There's all sorts of
downtime?
options for downtime, right?
God,
I
I could
always
take on
forget, I
so
need
much
a-
stress. What is this?
Let's see, downtime activities. You
Wait,
have
I have
acquire an
4
asset,
stress.
long-term project, recover,
more.
reduce heat, train, and indulge in vice, right?
Did
Oh,
we get any heat
great.
during that job? I would assume
Yes, yes, you would.
no. How much?
Let me just see here.
Because maybe that's a thing I'll look at. Maybe not. I don't know. It depends.
I
You
mean,
have
it'd just
acquired.
be heat from the Bat Boys because the survivors know that we survived, but the cops weren't there. So
Well, it's just general heat.
So,
We're
so
doing jobs.
heat
People
doesn't
know.
necessarily reflect them knowing exactly who you guys are.
But trouble's
What
afoot.
what a lot of witnesses saw on that bridge were a bunch of people in costumes shooting
that's
at
a good
people,
one.
right?
Yep.
And we did also mess with, hypothetically, with a very, very advanced tracker again, which I'm
Yeah.
sure is going over well. Which, by the way, if we find a third one, I'm taking it and I'm disabling it and I'm ripping that thing apart.
We did also set off bombs on the bridge, didn't we? That's kind
Yeah.
of the terrorist
Flashbangs.
action.
Flashbangs.
You know.
They were flashbang
Mm,
grenades.
You are at war with another faction, man?
Good
Okay.
job, Maggie. You're a terrorist now.
You said we're at war with another
Hey,
faction?
Hey man, I've been pulling guns this whole time. All right, why are y'all surprised?
I'm just okay. Yeah, I did the heat. You are currently at 5
Oh, that's good.
for that job.
Is the
Okay.
heat on their crew sheet? Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
oh, that's a lot of heat.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, we're good.
Yeah. Okay, so downtime activities. We're just gonna start with one person at a time. Anyone want to go first?
Mike was already getting into it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Mike, you
I
want
wanna
to?
do my vice to
Okay.
remove some stress.
So with your reducing your or using your vice for stress relief, you take your lowest. I think it was your lowest of 3 resistances. Excuse me.
Real quick, Mike, if you want to join in my vice, because I was planning on doing mine as well, I can help you get rid of
This-
stress.
Does it have to be the same vice or?
So hold on. So one of my abilities is functioning vice. It says when you indulge your vice, you may adjust the dice outcome by 1 or 2 up or down. An ally who joins in your vice may do the same. So, yeah, you'll be gambling with me, but you'll get all the benefits from it.
Yeah, you're still
So
doing
you're
the roll,
indulging
but it's
vice,
just if
yeah.
John's with you, it goes better.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just better all around.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you doing? So
so-
you're doing a vice too then?
Yes.
Okay.
Really
All right,
quick. how
here's the
much-
important question.
Yeah.
Who is going to go indulge in their vices? Show of hands.
I'm curious. Out of how much stress do you two have?
I have 6.
Okay, and how much
I'm-
can you have?
Once you get to 10, you have trauma.
Yeah, you get a trauma.
Yeah.
if
Oh,
you
it
hit
is
10.
just 10 the whole way through. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, 1, 2,
I wa-
3, 4,
I was
5,
also
6,
reading
7,
here. It says if you
Ah.
do not or cannot indulge in your vice during downtime, you take stress equal to your trauma. But if you have no trauma, we don't take any stress from not
Exactly.
doing it, right?
Yeah, no one has trauma
That's
yet, I
right.
don't think.
Yeah, we're good.
That's right.
We've been pretty
That
good about
you
managing
know
our
of.
stress.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I don't think I'm going to do my vice.
How
I
much
only
do you
4
have?
stress.
4?
I
You'll
have
be fine.
4. I
Okay.
think I'll be okay.
okay. So it's just Nate and Corbin.
Yeah.
Nobody else is reducing their stress. Okay, so both of you need to roll your whatever your lowest resistance roll is, which I think
Mine's
for
1.
both of you is 1 die.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, both of you please roll.
It's 1d6.
Plus whatever
got
Nate's
a
amazing
3.
ability is.
Yep, I got
So-
a 3. So I'm gonna bump mine up 1, so I'm at 0 stress now.
So
Then-
Mike's got a 6. He doesn't need
and-
to. So that would clear all his stress.
Yep.
Okay. So we don't have to
Nice.
adjust it at all. So you're good there.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right. So what are the other 2 actions?
You only get to do
What-
1 downtime, right? Or 2 downtime?
No, you get to do 2.
Okay.
So I need Nate's other downtime and Corbin's other downtime action.
So mine, I was gonna ask you, what is the situation now with my Bat Boys contact? Since has that trail just gone cold now because the Bat Boys aren't around?
Well, no, it's your specific operation, if I recall correctly.
Could you
Was
switch to the pies? Sorry.
yeah, absolutely. You wanted to find a supplier and take over the supplier, right?
That's right.
You've got a good idea who the supplier is, but you're trying to make that your supplier now, right?
So it's just a Bliss contact more than Bat Boys contact, really, right?
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's like for guns and what have you, right?
Okay.
Supplies contact.
Supplies
okay.
contact. There you go.
Okay. Then you know what? Actually, I wanna. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe I was gonna try and repaint the car so it's not so Jokerish and sticks out so much, but I don't feel like that's a long-term thing.
No, not really.
No.
You can just say that's what you're doing with your downtime action is getting the car read.
and then just do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay, so it no longer looks like a car that was driven by the Clown Prince of Crime. Got you. What's Corbin's other downtime action going to be?
I don't have a long-term project just yet. Would getting a franchise be a long-term project, or
If you want to start open another pizzeria, that could be a long-term project.
the only other thought about, like, I was looking at acquire asset, like a service, like use of a warehouse so we can temporarily store stuff, and having a home away from our home might not be a bad thing.
Well, we just
No.
got a new
Mhm.
storage thing, didn't we?
Let's see that. I don't remember that. Sorry.
Last time. That was like
We have
Renee-
a squat. We have a house we can squat in where does Batman live? Help me.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna train then.
Inside.
Oh yeah.
Not
Train or
Burnside, the other
reduce
one.
heat.
Is anybody going to reduce heat?
As I'm saying, maybe if you want to reduce heat, you can reduce heat.
I'll
Bristol.
reduce heat then.
It's in Bristol.
Yeah, Bristol. We have a house in Bristol. That's true. Yeah.
I will reduce heat then, correct?
Yeah.
Or do you want to train instead? I'm just double checking because train will
You
give
could
you
work on your
experience.
rec. You said you wanted the.
Yeah, how far are you away from leveling up, Mike?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to level this.
Okay, then
Game.
I would probably just. That only gets you one
so
tick, anyways.
you're
Right?
trying to reduce the heat. Gotcha.
I'll reduce our gang seat, yeah.
All right. Let's go to heat.
This pizza's so good, I'm not angry.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This pizza makes you forget all the bad things you saw on the bridge.
After a score.
Yeah, we'll be
We're
good.
supplying-
We'll donate to the
For
cops.
anybody
you
who was
know?
traumatized during this attack and whatnot, send it in and the cops are working extra. We're sending out some free pizzas and whatnot.
Yeah.
I get a hold of Harvey Bullock and send him a pizza.
Oh wait, this is a small job. So my bad. It's the crew. It's 4 coins to the gang. My bad. Not one. So
Oh, we get 4
yeah,
coins.
yeah, for the gang.
What?
Yeah.
One each, but
One each and one
4
for
for the gang.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So how does that stash work?
Yeah.
Oh.
how
Or
do
the
we
vault,
spend
I
that?
mean.
So the vault is a little different. Like what you currently have, that those coins are easily accessible. The ones that are in the gang, the ones that you have. Anything beyond that is stuff like you would have to move. You have to be spending actions and what have you and doing stuff to gain access to it, because it'd be like, hey, we have like this Maltese Falcon over here. We need to find a buyer for it, sort of deal.
Okay. But we don't have a vault to put our coin in.
No, not at this present time.
We don't
It's
need
in
it
the
currently.
closet right now.
Yeah.
It's in a closet with a lot of money on it.
We're putting it in the closet in our hideout. It's all good.
Yeah,
We gotta launder
So-
this somehow.
let me see.
So I just roll a d6 to reduce heat.
Give me a moment.
No
I'm
problem.
just checking here. Reduce heat. Here we go. So, yeah, you just roll d6.
Get 2.
Wait, hold on. Double checking it. You can make it's a social action. Give me one moment here. Just seeing if you got a better one than that.
I can command, but
Yeah, roll an extra die to that. One. Okay, so we're sticking with the 2, which reduces your heat by 1.
It's something.
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
I had a
Well,
6 last
considering
roll.
we got 5 heat from the last one, taking a heat away now lets us
Really
do a
felt-
job like that again.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mike's done, or Nate's done, and Corbin's done. Let's do Maggie. Maggie, what are your 2 downtime activities?
So I know one is probably going to be working on the long-term project, but I was looking at train. It says in an attribute or your playbook. So
Yeah, you get a
Oh,
point of
no.
experience. That's it.
okay,
For train.
it says add 1 XP if you have the appropriate crew upgrade. We don't have that, right?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
The way I'm running it is if you train, you get 1 XP. That's it. Make
Okay.
my life easy.
And then to reduce heat, you said it's
You need to use some sort of social role and explain how it was. How you're trying to reduce the heat. For Corbin, I assume he's being very demanding of the people that work in your pizzeria, saying we had nothing to do with it. Make sure everyone knows we didn't have anything to do with it. It's like, Corbin stuff.
sway.
So, who are you swaying to get the heat down?
I sent pizzas to nice people.
The community.
The community.
Swaying public opinion here.
You can always say, hey, like if you're having trouble thinking as who to sway, you can always like try swaying the people in the few blocks that weren't affected, saying, "Hey, better yet, you
Could
go
I
to
start a
somebody."
rumor?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to start a rumor that I don't know. I heard that the Bat Boys were into some real bad stuff and just sort of like blame it on them somehow.
Okay, so make your so make
Like they were real
your
down bad and they owed like somebody a bunch of money and then they came looking for it and all
okay.
hell broke
So
loose or something.
make your sway roll for me. Tell me what you get.
At the salon, be like, "Did you hear about those bad boys?"
Oh my god, did you
Uh-huh.
hear about those bad boys? And so is this controlled or risky?
It's controlled.
No bonuses.
Let's see what your sway is.
Nice.
4. So that reduces 2. There we go. And what was your other action? Was just to train for the experience point.
No, I actually want to do the flying circus thing. So
Okay.
like, that could also be part of it. Is like, like as I'm handing out flyers for the flying circus, I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretending to be on the phone, like, oh my god, bro, did you?
So
Blah,
make
blah, blah,"
another
and I'm
sway
like,
roll
hey,
for
come over here.
make another sway roll for me then.
Okay.
Let's see what you got. A 6. What does a 6
Nice.
give you? 3 segments. Nice. All right.
Hell yeah.
So where is this? Sorry. Give me a moment here.
Hecate's
Wait,
drone
I'm just trying
project.
to look at my map here. Where is the stuff on the? Oh, there we go. So that is Nix's long-term project.
I'm halfway there, guys.
Let's go.
Yeah, a little bit over halfway there. No, wait, you're right, halfway there. Choose side. There we go. So Nix's long-term project is you have what is it, 6 pizza slices left on it, or 6 ticks of the clock. Next is let us go with Renee.
So I am so close to a level up, and I don't think I'm gonna hit it with. I was here this session having a good time.
You did some
I don't
tech
think I'm getting
stuff.
2 XP though. I did some tech stuff, so I think I'm going to do 1 training to give myself an XP so that I can get the XP to level up. Hopefully at the end of this session.
Okay, fair enough. And what was your other action?
And I am going to work on one of my long-term projects.
You have 2 of them. You
I
have a
have 2.
self-driving car and drones.
I think I should finish the drone project because I'm already almost halfway done.
All right, so make your interface roll.
I just closed my character sheet because I'm really smart. Look at my interface number. Interface. Nope, it is controlled. Why does it always start on risky? 5.
5, so that's 2 of them. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So choose a side. 2. Yeah, you're just over half done now.
Yep.
And then we go to Cameron. Kyle, what is Cameron's plans?
Everyone, send me your energy. I'm about to try to pull some real bullshit. We're gonna see what's happening.
Let's go. We love bullshit.
Cameron is gonna spend the next, however, insert time here of his life hunting down his Argus. No, I'm not doing that. Hunting down his Argus contact. My long-term project. I'm working on that. I'm trying to make inroads, probably with Miss Waller, and I'm going all in on that.
You're doing 2? Nice.
Well,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
actually going to do 3 because I'm going to spend my 1 coin to give myself
Let's
another
go.
action. I'm trying to get this shit done. So
Don't you just need 1 slice?
no, I need like
No.
9. I need a lot.
Oh, it's remove. Okay.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah. So I was doing hunt to figure out which person in Argus I could basically, like, who can I blackmail into making me be friends with Amanda Waller. So I'm like following them around, figuring out when their kids go to school, all kinds of crazy shit. So I will make 3 hunt rolls to try to get that clock down.
Okay. Start with your first one.
Yep. Double 6s, baby.
Oh yeah, let's go. The vibes have been given.
There we go. because it's a critical.
Oh man.
Nice.
Let's see. Can we get more? Another critical, baby.
That's completing the operation at that point.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
Actually, I might just have to keep that
Wow.
coin then, because I don't,
Let's fucking go,
I want to give
man.
myself that coin back because I actually don't
Hell
need it.
yeah.
So I can delete this one.
Okay, so the idea is this is for a Cameron long term, like a thing that he wants to do, but it's also, I think, good to have a contact in Argus just because they do some fucked up shit with some super people, and I think that would be great. So I now have a deep contact inside of Argus. It could be Amanda Waller, it could be Diebeard, it could be whoever you want it to be from that universe, but I want it in at Argus, and that's what I've been doing.
Give me 1 second here.
What's that guy's
I can
actual
hear the
name?
do, 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 do.
I keep calling him Diebeard because that's what they call him in Peacemaker, but that's not that man's name.
I don't know who it is.
It's Steve Aggie's the actor, but I can't. It's the guy with the big beard.
I haven't seen the movie. I'm gonna be honest.
Have you seen The Suicide Squad?
No, I haven't seen the Suicide Squad. I've only
or
seen the bad
Peacemaker?
one.
Oh man, you
No.
gotta watch it. It's good.
Give me a second here.
I've heard they're both very, very good. Actually, I have a list of movies that I'm now starting to sit.
The
and
fact
watch.
that I said I
watched
need
this
energy
movie.
for crits and then I got 2 crits in a row is pretty wild. I'm just gonna start saying it from now on.
Uh-huh.
Just give me a moment. I'm going to come up with somebody here.
Just put Amanda Waller in there. We'll be best friends.
No.
You know, you
Double
figure that
crit.
out.
Double crits. It's got to be something good, right?
No, he's
Yeah,
got
I'm
something
looking.
good.
I'm looking for something good.
I also hate this pizza up here in the top left corner because I know what that is, and I am tired of that ticking down. Let me tell you.
What? Wait, what is it?
I got a feeling.
Uh-oh.
Is it
I gotta put another pizza up there.
what's
but
his name
not this
from
present
the first
time.
one?
Someone's backstory's gonna come fuck us up when that pizza goes away.
It's not the penguin.
All right.
Oh
saying
no! Yeah, I wonder whose backstory it is, huh?
Not mine.
What was that?
Nope. You're not gonna. How many ears do you have again?
That wasn't even his
Still
backstory.
do. That was
have
that
two.
wasn't his.
One's just kind of
No, I
hanging.
know.
It's not my backstory. And
Just got
yeah,
caught in the crosshairs.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't get when that pizza came in. Did that pizza come in on that session?
No,
so, yeah.
that's been there
That
for
was
much
older.
longer than that. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Who's?
So, are you trying to blackmail somebody, or are you just trying to get somebody in Argus to be your ally?
Yeah, I want an ally. If I have to use blackmail, I will. But I need a friend. Basically, what my idea is, I need a friend in the federal government because dealing with Gotham City is corrupt. So I need someone above that. That's why I need a friend in Argus. However that needs to happen, the pizza's gone. But I just need a friend in a federal government, division that I can do other plans with eventually.
Okay.
We can be friendly. That's fine. Cameron's a
Friends
nice
in
guy.
high places. Yeah.
Friends in high places.
One of my best friends is Deathstroke. You know I'm a good guy.
It's a good friend to have.
Hey, it's a cool dude.
Why is your friend just an old man?
This old man you're hanging out with.
Well, let's see here. Sorry, I'm just looking through Argus operatives. This will just take me a few moments, right?
You're fine.
Go
Keep
for it.
saying Argus, and I'm
And-
thinking of my
You
no
always
boy.
Yeah.
get back, like you always just figure.
Oh
that
my
out for
god!
next.
So dispatch.
You know what?
The game
I will-
has a tiny strong man, and I was like, there he is.
I
My
will
boy,
figure
my
out.
boy Argus.
I will figure out
Yeah, it doesn't
who
matter.
the member from Argus is at a later date.
That's fine. Just someone from Argus. That's all that matters. Because I'm gonna.
That's fine.
Take
That's
somebody
fine.
down.
Like I said, I'll figure somebody out, and they'll be your contact at Argus. I might just come up with a name for it.
Sounds good.
What's Hecate doing?
Hecate's done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Hecate's done.
Oh.
She worked on our drone project, and she
It's a training.
did some training. Let's
Mhm.
see.
Did I take stress for my flashback?
No,
It wasn't
'cause
mentioned
really
at the
did-
time.
It really
Okay.
didn't. It really was just more of. This is a cool way to kind of like make your escape.
Okay, cool. I was just double checking.
I'm just checking people's contacts and what have you. This will just be a few moments here. We haven't done anything with you yet.
Here comes backstories.
Uh-oh.
Not a good one to use. Maybe.
Maybe a short man who lives in a cold place.
Wah.
Santa?
No, he doesn't have Penguin as one of his contacts or whatever.
I thought they were best friends.
No, he's got a.
No, he just likes to gamble in his establishment a lot.
Or he did.
I
He's his
might.
best, worst customer.
Yeah.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Okay,
Oh
I
boy.
got how to do this.
Here we go.
So, where was Nate and Corbin gambling?
Oh boy. Good question. See, I'm trying to think of something I haven't done yet. Mm-hmm.
Have you been to the horse track yet?
I think I have.
What about the Greyhound track?
Are you going back to the game show? Gonna bet on the game show?
We could do that.
Underground pizza tossing competitions.
We'll do that. We went back to the next airing of
The
that
straw man. There it is.
Gangs of
the
Gotham.
Strawman's game show, and we were taking bets in the crowd of who we thought would survive.
I know. Look, I hooked you guys up with the actual like crypto exchange stuff. So you can be on your phone and do it now.
Okay.
So you were just watching it from the
Not
house?
participating.
No,
the
we were
dark
not
web?
participating this time. I was tempted. There was a really good reward this time, and I thought I could win it.
Is this Gangs of Gotham you're watching, or Rent the House?
Was that
Gangs of Gotham.
Gotham?
That was
Yeah.
the straw man
So
one.
you're finding out when there's another Gangs of Gotham episode, and you want to be in the audience for that.
Yeah. We
Or
had
we're
such a
watching it
good time.
online and betting on it.
Okay, so the unfortunately, unlike the premiere episode, the Clown Prince of Crime isn't present at it. As you got your game show host Bob Sajak dressed in like his own version of the Scarecrow mask and everything. It looks like for this one they don't have gangs per se, but just like 2-bit hoods who have like run afoul of various other criminals within Gotham, and they're being put here kind of to like send a message to those who to not cross the more powerful movers and shakers of Gotham. Although one of them's going to be able to go free with a prize. You don't know who that's going to be yet. As you're sitting in the audience making wagers and what have you, the you sense, or it's not even sensing, it's you can feel somebody rather big and large all of a sudden sit down behind the pair of you.
Uh-oh. I'm sure that's fine.
Take over our shoulder.
Okay, there's this towering giant of a man who easily could stand over 2 meters tall if he stood up, wearing a suit, a business suit. His head is almost completely bald, although he's got like long hair coming around the sides of it.
Does
It
he have a
smells like,
skullet?
yeah, kind of like a skullet, and like he's almost got the Wolverine thing going with the lower chin, the hair coming down on the either side of his chin, and like he looks at the two of you and he sneers at Corbin as you recognize a Blockbuster behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You're and he says, he looks at you and says, Corbin.
I disregarded.
And then he puts a big meaty hand on Nate's shoulder. Says, my
Father?
my current employer wants to have a word with you.
Oh, who's your current employer?
He says, you still have an outstanding balance at the Iceberg Lounge.
Oh, oh, Mr. Pengy. Oh, oh. I've been meaning to set up an appointment with him so much, and I'm gonna have to take a rain check though. I will get a hold of him as soon as possible though. And when you look at the time, Corbin, I think we gotta go.
The big meaty hand tenses up on your
Ow!
shoulder
Ow! Ow!
slightly.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Mr. Pot was most insistent on you coming to the Iceberg Lounge.
You know what? You know what? I think it's time to go see Ozzy. I have been meaning to see Ozzy for so long. How about we go?
So he slowly the crushing grip that was on your shoulder slowly loosens a bit, and he withdraws his hand. Shall we?
Thinking, do I run? um, okay. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So the payback
Before they
slowly
leave, he just kind
stands
of
up
Corbin
straight.
looks at him, and he's like, "Don't you have some downtrodden veterans take advantage of their asshole?"
He kind of looks at you for a moment and says, "Unfortunately, today I'm on business, not pleasure. Otherwise, I'd be more than happy to curb stomp your teeth." He says with a chuckle as he kind of gives Nate a bit of a shove towards the door.
This guy's fucking huge. I have no chance against him, right?
You can just
Eh,
shock him. Shock him. you have powers. You're fine.
No.
it's up to you. You can. He is a metahuman.
For you.
You're the one that you're the one that made him your rival. He's
Yeah.
known for his strength and durability. Though the angrier he gets, the less intelligent he gets, and he's known for making very brash and bad decisions if he gets too angry.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say let's step outside first.
We're already at the door walking
yes,
out.
Yeah.
So let's
So
so I'm going to walk with you guys.
So you step outside, he steps outside, Nate steps outside. Some of the Joker's gang are seeing this unfold, and they lose interest in Gangs of Gotham, and they're leaving. If any of the rest of your gang is watching Gangs of Gotham, they're probably seeing this as the cameraman turns over. It's ooh, this is interesting. This is
Yeah.
spicy.
I imagine Renee was watching just out of curiosity.
Oh, 100%. Again, it's the not necessarily to indulge in vice, but as part of her general attacking, keeping an eye on things. Yeah, if she pops in, and it's the sixth monitor on the side has this on when it's on.
Yeah.
And
So
she will kind of send out a group message to everybody else that's hey, uh-oh. And then we'll send them a screenshot of something bad's happening, or a picture with her phone, because I'm sure you definitely cannot screenshot something from the dark web.
the payback steps outside. He starts taking off his suit jacket, carefully folding it up, and he says, "So, Corbin, how do you want to do this?"
Looking at the jacket, he's like, "You might need a different tailor. You got a big old rip in that jacket over there."
He says, he kind of inspects the coat, the coat to make sure there's no tears in it.
As he's doing it, I toss a fucking venom slapper on, and I fucking pull out my fucking knifed brass knuckles, and I fucking charge him up and go to give him a big uppercut.
Let's go.
Okay, make your skirmish roll, I guess.
Whack him.
And I'm gonna use 2 stress to do not be trifled with.
Nice.
You got it
So
this
I
time,
don't know if
Actually,
I believe.
hold on, real quick. Since he's going in on this, I want to use my foresight to take away his stress, and instead, it's going to be me and him before we go out. I'd be like, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to be straight up with you, Corbin. I've got some bad bets out there. This may surprise you, but I have actually, uh, I've got some debt, and the Penguin is after me. I don't know who he's going to send, but if this happens, I need you to be ready for X, Y, and Z. So I've been like preparing him for this.
Okay. Yeah. So, what was
So
your
I have my
skirmish?
find hand weapon. So will the not to be trifled with help me at this?
Yes, because normally you wouldn't be able to hurt him because he's a metahuman with like some
Yeah.
superpowers
So,
back.
but Nate's ability takes away my stress.
Yes.
Okay, so no stress is taken. So I'm doing a skirmish, switching screens. What's is this? Risky, controlled, desperate, fortune?
Very risky.
Risky,
Yes.
effect, standard.
Standard effect. Yeah.
I did get a bonus die for the fine item.
Yep.
And I'm rolling so good tonight, folks. So let's see those ones.
All the energy.
Oh my god, man.
I can't roll for shit today.
Okay, so
That's a 3, by the way. I'm so sorry for audio record.
yeah, so Nate, you witness like you watch Corbin as he puts on a venom slapper, pulls out a set of brass knuckles and a knife, charges at this looming figure, puts his fist into the guy's face as he's stabbing him in the abdomen. The knife breaks as it like as he tries to force it into his like his skin, which is as tough as steel, and his head barely moves half an inch from
Like
where he
the
got
Dragon
punched
Ball
in the.
punch, where it's like,
Yeah, it's like just half an inch to the side before he proceeds to give Corbin the beating of a lifetime.
uh, well, can I try and interject in some way here? I'm gonna. Oh man, this isn't gonna end well for me. But am I allowed, since we're not really in heist mode anymore? Can I use something that would be in my loadout? Since I
What are
didn't
you
use
trying to
any.
do exactly?
I want to pull out an explosive, but I want that explosive to be a flashbang. I want to distract him,
All right.
blind
So
him.
you're frantically like looking over your person. You proceed to pull out a flashbang grenade as he's just pummeling Corbin repeatedly.
Mhm.
Make so trying to do a distraction, I guess. Let me see here. Just give me one moment here. So your flashbang goes off. He staggers back, blinded and like having like to like the ringing in the ears
Mhm.
as Corbin's like on the ground, bleeding, battered and bruised.
I'm gonna try my best to pull him up. I can't carry him, but pull him and be like, "Hey, we gotta go now." Just trying to will him to at least hobble away with me. And can I also like? You said the Jokers came out with us. Can I kind
Some
of
of them.
like it's better than nothing. I want to like kind of like nod at them and be like, "Get us out of here."
All right. Well, so as he's and he's like trying to rub his eyes, it doesn't just affect him. It's affected multiple gangers and that they didn't
Yeah,
expect it,
that's
right?
right. God damn it.
You trying to help Corbin to his feet and you're trying to hobble him away as Payback's wiping his eyes. and he's like squinting around. He sees the two of you trying to make you go. Scorman, get back here! I'm not done kicking your ass, he says, as he starts storming after the two of you. If with Corbin kind of like limping along, very disoriented, very dizzy, he's going to catch up with you very shortly, unless you have some sort of exit strategy in mind.
If we can cut in, I feel like because the three of us are aware of what's going on because I have sent everyone in the group text basically. So would we have essentially had one of us hop into like basically our fancy sports car, even though it can't fit 3 people, we make it fit 3 people, and one person drives to go and get them?
You can definitely do that.
So
Just
who
bear in
has the
mind.
best finesse?
Yeah, just bear in mind
Either
you're not going to
me
get there
or
immediately.
No.
Artemis.
But it'll be a thing where it's the moment they would have gotten up with Blockbuster out of the thing is when that would have went out. We would have jumped into action at that point.
Okay.
Flashback.
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 Either me or Cameron has the best finesse.
Yeah, it's not me. I'm
got
like deployed
2.
and not Joker mobile.
I also have 2.
I've got
Who wants to go save them? Who wants to
I'll
drive the nice
drive
sports car?
and
Oh, Renee's not going?
No, it's I can't. I would come, alas.
Oh, I can't.
Like, no, I can't because like only like one of us can like it's a 2-seater, right? So like
Yeah, I
you're
will.
not gonna cram 2 people in the car, so.
Are you just making excuses, or?
No, that's also legit why. Otherwise, I would have hopped in the
Cameron
car
will
and
take his
taken it.
motorcycle.
It's just a very convenient truth.
Oh, okay.
Cameron's taking his
So-
motorcycle.
Mhm.
You can drive it.
All right, so you and I are in the car.
What? I'm not in the car. I'm at home. You're in the car.
Okay.
He's on his motorcycle. I also,
Alright,
if I
cool.
can try to assist us getting there faster, can I do interface to see if I can hack into traffic like lights to
Watch Dogs
walk
1.
around and
Watch
make them?
Dogs
Yeah,
1.
Watch Dogs.
You
Baby.
can-
Can I watch
Also,
this?
so whoever's
Really
making
quickly, Hecate was making notes of what those buttons did.
She's
Where's the go
Has
baby
she
go button?
only figured out the one, or
I've
have
not,
we figured
only
out
have
anything
one
else?
label.
this is the ejector.
Okay.
See.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I have think of it as I've had time to, in general, put the seat back in the car. I haven't had time. I haven't taken like because I assume I would use it as like a quote unquote downtime activity to.
Yeah,
Investigate
downtime
car,
activity
which
would
I
be to
haven't
try to
done.
figure out what everything does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
know
who's
one
driving
thing.
the car? Who's driving the car?
Me.
All right, so you'll be able to make a finesse roll if if Renee wants to expedite the process. You can spend stress to give her an extra die to the roll. Cameron's riding in his motorcycle to the destination. I take it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Is Corbin doing the Stan Marsh thing?
Yeah.
Where he like pushes the Nate to
Hear
the
no
side. Saying,
bell.
I didn't hear no bell. Okay. You can make another skirmish roll, but it's at subtract 1 die from it because we haven't assigned a -2 harm or a 2 harm to you yet. That's what's happened effectively. You can decide what it. I'll put. I'm gonna put beaten and bruised on your.
Just type mollywopped on his character sheet.
Mollywop.
That's what happened to him.
I got beaten and bruised. He's down 1 die to rolls at this point.
So I lose my bonus essentially.
Yeah.
So I'm down to just 3 skirmish die.
While he's rolling that, Gray, what is the sharp injection on my loadout? Like, can I know like exactly what? I'm guessing it's a like needle that I can inject into someone, but can I just like choose what's in it?
Well, no. Like you can look on the Gangs of Gotham files that I sent you.
Oh boy.
I'm fairly certain that's not what it is.
Oh well.
Let's see, new stuff. Hold on, I could bring it up. Just give me a moment.
I got a 4.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out this needle injection that he's talking about.
So I'm going to, for flavor, at least keep an eye on the fight and keep them posted on like how things are going.
It's not there under the list of things. We got advanced optics, drive, data. Nope, it's not there. Let me just take a look at your sheet for a moment. Also, what exactly did, if it is sharp injection?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, we can say it's a needle, syringe of some sort or another.
I just want to know
what
like what is it? Like what is in it? I just have a needle that I'm.
I mean, it could be bliss since we're in the trade now.
Yeah.
You could just keep a shot of bliss on you.
It's it's an injector. It's a device. It's not a needle. It's like a device that you can
Like EpiPen.
inject.
You'd probably have to
like
prep something for it.
Yeah. I'm assuming you have some sort of drug in there, but how are you going to puncture his skin?
I don't know. Maybe the knife. He just got lucky with the knife thing. I don't know.
All right,
Maybe
so
mine's different.
so Corbin like pushes you aside, does the I didn't hear no bell, and he's in a fist fight with this giant metahuman, and they're just pummeling on each other. Like fists are connecting back and forth. Both of them are kind of staggering back every so often. Neither of them are willing to give ground at all. As they're just pummeling the ever living shit out of one another. Like if either of them were regular people, one of them would be very dead at this point.
So last time I'm like, whoa. You said he's dumber the anger he gets. Right?
Oh yeah, he's getting very angry. He's like swinging, like he's not. His punches aren't choreographed at all. He's just taking wild swings at you, which is why you're managing to connect with him repeatedly. Is because you're more focused on the kind of martial arts and military training you have, so you're getting a few shots to the kidneys and what have you. But it's like punching a brick wall.
Yeah.
In many cases.
Can I take a? Oh, I doubt you're gonna let me do this one. This is a really stupid one. I don't care how dumb this guy is. Okay.
Do it.
While he is distracted by Corbin, I want to put on my mask and I want to start yelling at him. Kranis is getting away! He's getting away! He's running away!
Okay, so that would be a sway roll.
Okay. And okay, I'm gonna push myself as well.
It's
Ray,
definitely risky. It's definitely
let me
risky.
know if Blockbuster goes to yell or shout at him.
Okay.
Shit. Fail. That's a 3.
That's a 3.
So like he's more focused on Corbin right now, but he like looks at one point in the direction of Nate, and he says, and he like looks back to Corbin, grinning a bit. And he says, "He's a friend of yours, isn't he?"
And so what I'm going to attempt to do is as he goes to open his mouth, I'm going to reach into my back pocket using 2 of my item slots. I'm going to grab some explosives and just try to ram it in his fucking gullet.
Oh my god! All right, make a skirmish roll. Remember, you're at 2 dice.
2. I'm at 3.
You're at -1 because of the beaten and bruised.
Yeah, but I have a bonus because I'm using my not to be trifled with. I thought.
Oh, right.
And then, can I help with this? Since I'm yelling out that?
I'm gonna say no because your action was to put the mask on and try to persuade him.
Be fair.
All right, let's hope it doesn't fucking suck again.
Let's go! Woo! Yeah!
Two fives and a 1.
So So
One of
you
those put in
proceed.
his mouth and jump off, kick off.
So you proceed to try to you try to put it in his mouth, but he kind of like moves his head to the side. And you got slap it on the side of his jaw, and he's still holding on to you as this explosive goes off, and finally he lets go when the explosives go off. And he staggers back. You go flying, skittering across the off the pavement a few times, getting lots of scrapes and bruises as he as the smoke begins to clear, and you can just see, or Nate would be the first one to see because you're on the ground at this point. The side of his face has just been torn open, and you can see like part of his jaws is dislocated, teeth are missing, blood is coming out of the side of his face. It just looks gruesome, but he's still standing, and he is just he's making this inhuman scream because his or you roar 'cause he can't articulate anything because chances say half of his tongue is hamburger at this point. He is
I'm
in
just looking at
complete.
this like, are you fucking kidding me?
So in that, all right. So you have a completely deranged payback who's gone completely off his rocker at this point. Congratulations, you completely got him angry beyond recognition. Um, who proceeds to like look around angrily, looking for Corbin, and like just grabs a member of the Joker gang at random and just throws him like across the studio lot. When I mean across the studio lot, I mean like like a football player throwing a pigskin. The Joker gang member just hits the ground with a resounding crunch and does not get up, as the other gangers are like scattering at this point, wanting nothing to do with this enraged bull in a china shop, effectively. Nate, what are you doing?
You know, Metropolis is looking for a new quarterback. Oh man, I don't know.
Keep him off my team, okay? Stop it.
Oh, you're watching. Okay, that's good.
They're they're on their way with the cars, by the way.
Speaking of
Okay.
which, let me scroll. I need that finesse roll for the car or both vehicles.
The car and the motorcycle.
All right. Is this it's controlled, right?
It is well, no, it's risky because you're driving like crazy people through
Risky.
Gotham.
That's a
So
4 for
I'm
Cameron's
going
motorcycle.
to take 2 stress.
Mhm.
But it's still standard effect, right?
Yes.
So I'm pushing myself, so that gets me 1 bonus die, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank God. Yeah, 5.
So you're hastily making your way across Gotham, trying to get there as soon as possible, as like you as
Bobbing and weaving through traffic.
Corbin's getting himself off the
In a sports car.
ground. He's all scraped up now. You look at the damage you've done to you look at the damage that you've done to Payback. This is the most you've ever done to him before. Like you've actually wounded the man.
Nice.
So he sees you, he roars, and he starts running like a beeline right towards Corbin, not caring what's in the way. Like if anything gets in his way, he's just gonna try to slap it aside.
Well, the whole thing was after the explosion, I was going to try to, now that there's distance, try to get the fuck out of there.
Okay, so you're running. Gotcha.
I'm like, Nate, you got this. Round 2.
What?
Okay, so he's a deranged monster at this point who wants to kill Corbin. So he's chasing after Corbin, but Corbin's like ducking and weaving and turning sharp corners as this lumbering behemoth like is crashing into like buildings in the studio lot and like causing massive amount of damage to the studio, to say the very least.
Great. I would, just in case, if he ends up catching him or anything, I want to use my mastermind ability where it says I may expend my special armor to protect a teammate. So we could just say that when Corbin was down there and I was trying to get him up, that maybe I was like giving him some body armor to kind of just protect him from one hit.
Okay. Let's see here. Corbin doesn't have any finesse. All right. Neither does he. We're both injured. I'm just doing the math in my head. So you're
Corbin
just trying to get
wins.
out of the.
Yay.
You're trying to get out of the studio at this point.
I thought we were already outside.
We're
I
already
thought.
outside. We're outside.
I mean, yeah, but like the studio lot is what I'm referring
Yeah.
to, right?
Okay.
You're just fleeing into the night at this point. Is that your plan?
At this point, I'm pretty sure if I just stay and fucking trade blows, I'm gonna lose this.
He's pretty pretty
How fucked up
terrifying.
is he?
As I said, like he kind of looks like Two-Face with how much damage you've done to the side of his face.
And that was my like fucking my big.
That was your big. Trump
But
card.
if you
Yeah.
punch him in the soft flesh of his face, that's not impenetrable anymore.
That's true.
Very gross, but very effective.
He's trying to get you killed,
Yeah.
by the way.
Well, fucking. I'm like, I'm gonna do the
sitting
fake.
in my pajamas with like my little glass of wine with my knees curled up to my chest in a nice cozy home, and you can just yeah. So if you ever get your comms in, it's just like no.
Like you just like a little bit of a love tap right in the injury, you know? It's just not
Or
impenetrable
as
there.
I'm running, I'm gonna like as a street pole's there and he's closing in. He's got his full speed coming at me. I got my full speed. I'm gonna do the fucking put my arm out, grab the street pole, swing around it, and just fucking kung fu kick him right in the fucking face.
I like it.
I like it. Make your
Using my
skirmish roll.
momentum and his momentum.
Make your skirmish roll. I like it. I like it a lot.
I gotta fucking have a good roll for fucking once. Give me a 6.
Please. Oh.
I got a 5 again.
We'll
All
take
right.
it.
So you connect with him, his side, and you manage to turn him slightly, and he goes crashing into a building through the wall. So now he's in one of the studios, not the one where Gangs of Gotham is taking place, but
Yeah.
he's crashed through one of the walls into another studio. It's going to take him a little bit to like reorient
rubble?
himself and get out of the rubble, but it won't take him long. Meanwhile, you have a motorcycle and a car going high speed through Gotham, desperately trying to get to that studio. What is Nate doing at this point?
Pom poms.
I'm gonna I'm gonna try and distract him again, but this time I'm using a pistol. I'm gonna pull it out and shoot him.
Oh, he's under rubble.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's under rubble.
Good kick, right? That was a pretty solid kick.
No, now.
Oh,
Looking at my stuff here.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide. I'm going to be brave and hide.
Good choice. As he clambers his way out of the rubble, I take it Corbin's made himself scarce at this point too.
If we see the are they pulling up to the lot or they're not there yet?
They're not there yet,
Okay.
but you have maybe 10 seconds before he gets out of that studio building.
Yeah, I guess at this point it's time to skedaddle.
All right, so you're running through the remainder of the lot. You can hear him roaring in rage and fury, and he's probably just destroying part of the lot as just taking out his frustrations and everything. As you get to as you get to the security the security shack, the one member of the security guard who's got like the Joker makeup on is like looking back towards the bellowing in the distance, and he say as you're running past it, and he's saying, "They don't pay me enough for this." Nope,
Oh,
nope, nope.
if he wants dental, we can take him on.
The guy
So
he just blew up? What? Why would he ever?
No,
He's trying to
the
kill us.
security guy, the guy you just passed.
Okay.
Wait, go back.
all right, we're gonna end it with
Yeah.
you guys escaping the studio lot, and like the car shows up, the motorcycle shows up, and you guys are getting the hell out of Dodge. Let's wrap it up at that.
Yeah. I
Alright.
I thought we were gonna wrap up with the as I've thrown the punch, the first punch.
No, I know that we're gonna be taking a hiatus,
Yeah.
so I figure give you guys a little bit more.
Okay.
Besides, this makes it a bit interesting because I get to mess around with the factions. Give me a moment, and then we'll do XP.
Yarp.
So
Do we want to do that on stream or off stream?
we can do that off stream if you wish.
Yep.
All right. So now that we're off stream,
Well,
right?
hold on.
Wait, no, we're not.
No,
Say
not
goodbye,
yet.
We
everybody.
didn't say, you have to say goodbye,
You gotta
Greg.
say
Yeah, you
goodbye.
didn't say goodbye.
Take care. Join us next week. My bad. It's
Jeez.
been one of those
Next week,
weeks.
next time.
He
Next
said,
time-
"Get the hell out of my house already."
Just-
All right.
My bad. My bad. It's been one of those weeks. People really don't want to know. All right. Please tune in next time. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Find out the fallback or the blowout from what's just happened at the studio.
I'm sure it's fine.
Everyone's sure it's fine. Take care till next time. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves.